So, can anyone remember where we were last time?
In an orc camp, trying to rescue Dan from presumably one of these cages.
I'm sorry, but Graham
I remember the law thing.
Oh my god, the world's truly broken.
That's 2 sessions in a row now, Scott. 2 sessions in a row.
I know. It's disconcerting.
I'm so proud. I couldn't be.
I didn't want to think I've had 2.5 weeks off work and have been checking back on previous sessions and I've fuck all else to do.
All right, what are you after? Inspiration.
Awesome. That's a nice, good summary. So at the bottom of the screen, I've popped you all on the map. I've also put Gilmut and Vonrig as well, and I have given access to everyone can control their sheets as well. So if you want to drag them into the fight, then I don't want to control them because I've already going to have so many things. So feel free to do as is, and I will roll them into the initiative at the same time.
Surely after what happened last session, we wouldn't be able to stop Gilbert getting into combat.
Yeah, I mean, there is that.
But wasn't he raging and charging headlong straight into the next area?
That's a good point, actually. So, yeah, maybe that's a good point. But, again, it's up to you whether you want to try and stop him or anything else.
I mean, he's a good distraction for the rest of us.
Kind of is as well. So, what I'm going to say is when we started the last session, it was early in the morning. So, you have ventured to this village, met the dwarves and freed some of the captives. So, I'm going to say now the time, it's mid to late afternoon. You've not had any rest since the cabin, and you have been pointed in this direction where there is an orc camp set up on a hill. You'll see there are 2 rows of elevation. They are 5 foot up each. And I will throw it over to you guys as to what you want to do.
Hi, Angela says.
Yeah, what would Hayes like to do? Disappear for the majority of the fight.
I would like to approach stealthily, so I would like to take first position of just hiding behind a tree and observing.
Cool.
I believe Tom is aware that Dan is most likely being held captive here, yes?
If that's what, that's what he's been told.
I assume we know we're here looking for Dan. Didn't Gilmer or Vonrig, one of them told us that Dan was here and had been taken this way?
Yep.
So Tom would then most likely be sprinting full pelt towards the camp, screaming the name Dan over and over again.
Okay.
Tom, wait.
It's too late. He's gone.
Now, before
I'll decide what I'm doing last and let everybody do their cool stuff first.
Well, I'll give everyone a moment to decide, and then we'll roll straight into initiative.
Maybe turn order.
I'll also
would be beneficial.
I'll also say that Vonrig was downed previous session as well and has been healed up to 14 points. So whether you want to heal him further to assist you in the battle or put him out of the battle, it's something to think about.
Oh yeah, I used my last level 2 spell slot to heal him because Balthor said to be nice to him.
Can I just check on the time frame between this now and when we were at the last at the house? How long did that take?
I think
Craig was absent for that.
I was just saying, I think I mentioned that just as you'd gone. So the time period is when you last session started when you arrived in Nepenthe early morning. Yeah. You then travelled to the village, got through the first part, and the cabin. I'm going to say there's been no opportunities for resting. You have literally come straight here. It's going to be early mid-afternoon.
So this is 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk away from the house we've just at. 2-minute walk.
Oh, see, I wonder why you're asking this. Let's give it 10 minutes.
Damn it.
Something he had up from last session is no longer up.
That's what she said.
Lovely work, everyone.
Beautiful
teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
Let's just double check. So I think Dragon's Breath is, yeah, that's definitely gone. How long does a Bardic Inspiration last?
Is it a minute?
I don't fucking know. What do you think I am? A
You're
bard?
the
I mean,
bard.
what do you think
Should
I am, a
got to
bard?
know.
Do you think I've been playing a bard for 2 years? I just dish it out, and it's up to you guys what you do with it.
Was it a battle inspiration? No, it was just a normal inspiration, wasn't it?
To be fair, all of it's just you can use it for what you need. You just
Yeah.
have that extra ability on it.
I thought it was just like almost inspiration.
Just one
that
use
used to
until
pocket.
you use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
So it just keeps on going until it gets
It,
used.
once within the next 10 minutes.
Oh.
Boo.
Well, it's been 10 minutes, so it's got.
That's gone too. All right.
Use it or lose it, guys. Use it or lose it.
Then.
Ah, see, this is what you get when you forget. When you ask questions, you find out the answers.
It's sometimes better to just ask forgiveness.
Yes.
I love D&D. It's like nobody knows an answer, and then somebody Googles it, and then everybody hates them for the answer if it's not what they wanted.
It's like, we're not trying to be rules lawyers, but this is the rule.
But at the same time, like, oh, the rules
But
that.
rules is written. This is how it works. But whatever the DM says.
Exactly.
Cool. While you are sorting through stuff, could you all roll initiative for me, please?
I'll pick
Sure.
one.
No, I don't want to be last again.
Oh, Hayes has got the first natural one.
Hey!
Vanguard did step in front of the two dwarfs and just say, "Just hold your ground a minute."
Wow, everyone's doing terrible at this. I've got a chance.
No, you don't waste your
Way.
Advantage on initiative.
Yeah, it didn't help me last
No.
session with two.
Olivia's going third.
ones.
You managed to beat me and David.
Yeah, I've only got like a plus 2.12. I'm not a dex-based bard.
It's like poor Hayes has plus 9.18 and still only got.
Only beat me by 0.18.
And that's the tiebreaker thing that gets put on. It's not even like an actual stat.
Gilmert!
Boo.
Nobody was telling Gilmer what to do, to be fair. So-
Story reasons.
I tell you what, I am.
They're desperate to get in there.
Let's.
Something.
Oh, did I use Otto's Irresistible Dance last?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, has it been... Is it a new day?
No.
I killed that thing.
No,
No.
that's fine. It's a question I just need to ask.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, so we all have the initiative order. I will give you a couple of minutes to sort out amongst yourselves what you want to do. So if there's any conversations, any plans that you want to put into place before we
Everybody
kick
pick up
off.
your phones and get on
Before we just go crazy and attack.
pretty much. So,
Oh,
No matter what plans we make, we're not going to follow them, so we might as well just start the initiative order.
well, if everyone would like to take take a look at the Facebook group.
oh, okay. Oh, which? Oh, was that the same group? Oh no.
Oh, no friends.
I love it. I love it. I love planning because it means you care.
Your friend who this?
Oh.
Oh. Oh, fuck. Is that how bad my AC is?
Can I just confirm it is dark at the point of this as it shows on screen?
What do you mean? What's?
Well, I can see a fire that's illuminating, so presumably it's dark. It's the evening, it's dusk.
No, it's mid. It's mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon!
Maybe they were just cooking.
Yeah, it's just
Ah.
it's bright. They're orcs. It's an aesthetic choice.
Okay. They just like to go into gloomy places, but it is bright.
Yeah. Maybe.
Fair enough.
Yeah, maybe they're doing some cooking.
Just checking.
And also, I liked having the fire on there. It looked pretty.
It does look busy.
Okay, so do you want to? Balthur's talking to the two dwarves, Hayes,
Yeah,
you've
just
moved
trying to
position.
settle them down.
Okay. First of all, can you all roll a stealth for me?
Yay! Oh no! Why?
I mean,
Oh,
I will
ooh.
say that I have taken a picture of the initiative I rolled earlier. So,
I was about to say.
Tom's got a sleight of hand, but not stealth.
Bollocks! I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry.
that's all right.
If the stealth comes out higher, I'll take the 14 because it's my fault for misclicking, and it's the same bonus. It's the same bonus, so it's the same thing.
That's fine.
Can I get both or? Can I get both or?
It's all right. It's
Oh.
a 10, so it works.
I would have just seen it as Tom went, "What, you want us to hide?" And he just retracted his hand with his sleight of hand.
Well, I will say you've not done extravagant and you've not done horrific. There is some clanging and rustling that's gone on, and you're far enough away. But there is a shout from the top of the hill. So something has kind of realised that there's a noise that's been made. So kind of a little bit on alert, but you're far enough away that it's not sound the alarm. Next up is Gilmert, who quite rightly is still battle enraged, if not more so now that he's seen this camp. His health was knocked down slightly, but can't remember if he actually got healed. But either way, he still seems to be pretty healthy, which means he's raging, he is charging, and he is going to attempt to run on straight into the glory of battle. Balthuy, do you want to try and stop him, or?
No, I've asked him to, but if he is just going to charge in, then yeah. Balthuy's not going to physically try to stop him.
Oh. So he is just running straight ahead, and see, there is one orc that's visible over here. So he's going to shout and not being stealthy in the slightest. Next up is the orc, who's going to see Gilmert running straight towards him. So this orc will now sound the alarm that someone is running straight at them and throw a javelin, which will miss. It's a little bit too far away, so he sails that straight at Gilmert and misses completely, but shouts further into the camp that there's someone approaching. Balthuy, you're up next.
I'm a bard. 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 I'm a bard.
So he's going to run up alongside Gilmert, hearing the alarm has been sounded. I'm just...
Actually, before you do that, I think it's only fair, as the alarm's been sounded, I will make visible what you would see, just in case it changes your mind about stuff. So... that's all you can see as you're approaching.
Cool. So, yeah, I will be charging forward as well, and I'm just... knowing we've been seen, I'm just going to say to Gilmert, as I'm closing up to him, but loud enough for everybody to hear, and just shout, "We leave none of these orcs alive."
Right on!
I am going to use my action
Yes.
to expend one charge of my Ring of the Ram at the orc I can see directly in front of me.
Lovely. Remind me what that does again?
So it has 3 charges. I haven't used any yet today. And I do a spell attack, or an attack roll with a +7 bonus. And on a hit, the creature takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from me.
Lovely.
So,
Roll me that attack, baby.
So that would be a 60. 60. No, yeah, 16.
That will hit.
So that's terrible. So yeah, as I'm charging, I'm just gonna like almost throw a punch into the air, and as I throw a punch, just like a spectral shape of a ram's head just goes charging straight into the orc's chest. The curled horns are just gonna ram straight to its chest and just push it back away from me.
10 feet, was it?
10 feet, I believe, yes.
Yeah, cool. Lovely.
Oh, sorry, no, 5 feet.
5 feet, okay.
So that was me distracting you.
And that'll be my turn. I can't really do anything else.
Cool.
Oh, how far away is he actually? No, I've used an action to do that. I can't. Yeah, that's
Oh no,
everything, yeah.
I didn't mean to pick you up there. I was just gonna measure for you, but that's fine.
No, I can't. I didn't do an attack, so I used the item, so I wouldn't be able to do an extra attack.
Next up is Vonrig. Baltha, before you sprinted away, did you give any words to Vonrig?
I did say before we got to this roller, we might need to think for a minute, but with Gilmut charging in, then obviously Balthor has just probably similar-ish to the two dwarves. He does seem a little bit more charge into battle than the maybe party had seen previously.
Cool. Well, Vonrig was downed and is back up again. He's definitely more level-headed than his brother-in-law, but there is something about the charged-up nature of battle, the glory singing in his blood, and he's going to try and join the charge as well. So he will come up behind you. That's what she said. And he's going to use a longbow attack on that orc. 25. I said he's a veteran. He may be like bleeding profusely from many places, but he can bring the pain. So that's a nice chunk as the arrow embeds itself into the orc. And he stumbles along, panting heavier than you guys, but still determined to keep up, and he shouts with joy as the longbow hits its mark. Next up is Hayes.
I would like to... I want to get as close to the camp as I possibly can without being seen. So I'm thinking the best route to take would be to follow the tree line down here.
Cool.
If that makes sense.
That's why I gave you lots of lovely things to climb up and hide in if you wanted the chance.
Oh, yes, I do. So, yeah, I would like to try and sneak down to there.
Mm-hmm.
That is... And stay hidden.
Cool.
Just make sure I did the right movement. How much have I got? 40. That's fine.
Can you roll another stealth for me, please?
Of course I can. Go.
Absolutely. Who rolled? Who rolled that? You are stealthily and hidden.
Ah, you got me then. I'm sorry, I had a guilty moment.
I was being hilarious. Don't mind me. Anything else that you would like to do?
From where I am,
Mm-hmm.
can I detect thoughts on this orc?
Yeah.
Please.
That's just surface level initially without any... Is that an action? It's your bandana, isn't it?
It's my bandana.
Mm-hmm.
It is...
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay, wisdom save on that. It is wisdom save, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
I was about to say, does Greg have a snowboard, but a surfboard, but it's not Greg.
but he probably does.
Yeah, probably.
It doesn't say what what I'm saving with. 13. Is that what? Would that be wisdom? I can't remember.
Do I have a special ability?
Well, you're looking at intelligence or wisdom, aren't you?
Yeah.
Save. I'd be guessing because it's a detect thought
I'm
spell.
going to go with wisdom, which he's failed anyway.
Yeah.
So, is there anything specific that you are trying to detect?
So he's seen us. He knows we're there.
Well, yeah.
So I just want to know, like, what's going through my. Is he going straight like kill, 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 or no, can't let them find such and such?
Oh, nice.
Is he too busy thinking about what he's going to have for his dinner once he's killed us?
Very similar to the behaviour that you've encountered with Gilmert, but slightly different flavour. This is like a fully war. There's war pulsing in his blood. The glory of the fight. This is like an advanced camp that's been set up. So it's just like the thoughts in his head are, yes, we're back out again, fighting again, trouble again, on it, lads, kind of feeling about it. He is in his element, can't wait to get in there.
Like pissed up footballers on a night out, like,
Yeah,
come and have a go if you
pretty
think you're
much.
hard enough. That sort of
Yeah.
nonsense mentality.
Yeah, they're really up for a fight. I wouldn't say that these are like an organised, well-drilled army, but they are proper willing to fight with whatever they have, and they are relishing it.
Orcs.
Yeah, orcs. Yeah.
Looks like meat's back in the table, boys.
Yeah.
Give me an O. Give me a C. O.
Give me a
Z.
K.
Orcs.
Can't spell orc.
A-W-K. Orc. Amazing.
What do we eat with? A fork. Sorry.
Anything you want to do with that then, Alithia? Or that's your action? Anything else that you want to do with it?
It's Hayes. I think Craig just
sorry,
posted
yes.
it in just for the description of what Detect Thoughts does.
That's right, sorry. I got distracted by a different name. It's been a long day.
No, I think that's it. It's my main thing is to stay hidden.
Cool.
And I'm detecting thoughts on him at the moment.
Lovely.
That's all I'm doing for now.
Cool. Now it's Alithia. It's because both your names begin with A as well.
Hayes and Alithia.
Angela and Alithia.
Hayes.
It's a silent H.
Yeah.
Hayes.
Hayes.
It's the Mancunian version of Hayes.
Hayes.
What I was called throughout all of school. Hayes.
Hayes.
Have a look.
Uh,
Bonus action, Prime Edition is going to go over there. And let's just get Trailblazer done as well. So he's got 60 feet of movement. So head in that direction. And Alithia is just going to hide behind the tree there. And yeah, that'll end my turn.
Lovely. Trailblazer having any actions or just the movement?
Well, I suppose actually, can it do a dash? Extra 60 feet.
Yeah.
Let's head on over there. See what it can see.
How high up? Like I said, each of these stages. So you've got ground, 5 feet, then another 5 feet. So it's.
I'll knock off 20 feet then, and then say it's gone 20 feet into the air. So it's presumably starting off at least 5 foot, 10 foot above ground level. So it's still 20 foot above ground level of the centre part.
So it can see over.
Yes.
This area and stuff. Okay, what I will do is reveal what you can see easily. So you can see there are another couple of orcs there. Can you roll a perception for Trailblazer?
I can with advantage. It's got the same as me, I believe, just a +1. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Well, even though this is the afternoon, afternoon, echo. Then this owl can still see incredibly well. And of the cages that are on the top of the hill, it can see dim forms in each of them. Well, it can make out there are humans in each of them. And that is what Trailblazer can see from that angle.
It's going to try its best to communicate to Hayes. Dan, it's going to sound like.
Hayes has been practicing.
Well, I am.
Angela's been on Amazon and bought an owl whistle.
For my hand.
But I did have a book for Angela written by everybody's favourite author.
Yay!
I have the book.
You had the book. You crumpled it.
No, it's folded.
Look, I've got this book.
I printed it.
Amazing.
And that's everything.
Lovely. Tom. No, David.
The body's in the floor.
No, I'm last.
I hold my turn.
Okay. Thomas.
Well, I'm going to stick to what I originally said, which is that Tom is going to sprint full pelt towards the camp, screaming Dan.
Lovely.
So that'll be a dash. How far does 60 feet get me? Line. Just about there. That was there, right? Just there, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I'll bonus action cannon blast the orc nearest to me, because why would I not?
Why wouldn't you?
Ciao. Oh, a 13, not going to hit.
Oh, it matches.
Oh, okay, fine. I assumed that was too low. 8 force damage, and it gets knocked back another 5 feet.
Another 5 feet. Okay, so that moves another 5 feet.
And that will be it for Tom. He's just run full pelt, screaming, Dan, 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 really irritatingly to everybody around, I assume. And then shot an orc in the face with a force cannon.
But I can imagine if your mouth and the rest of it would have been like, Dan, 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 Dan. So just the slight change and it goes by like a fire engine.
Yeah, it was Dan, 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 Dan.
Oh,
When he ran past Balthor, it briefly changed to Dad for a second.
Oh, I love that. And can I just say, I'm really looking forward to reading the automatically generated subtitles on this part of the video.
It just comes up with it, brackets Batman theme.
Okay, my turn.
Can David go now, please?
Oh, yes, sorry. I wasn't aware of when you were saving your turn too, but that's cool.
Literally, I think everyone's been now.
Yes.
So David is going to go. He's going to dash. Oh, fuck, I'm not a rogue.
No.
Okay, I'm going to go 30 feet.
It is really
Here's
difficult when you play a rogue and then you play another class. You're like, oh my God, this
tell
is
me
so
what-
slow.
Doesn't it help that I look at Bard as pocket rogue? And I just need to double check. Oh, pretty much exactly. I'm going to cast
Ooh.
Pyrotechnics.
Nice.
And I want it. Oh, just need the clicky thing. here. Because in theory, it should get all 3 of those orcs.
I like that.
What's the area of non-magical flame? Or is it smoke? Are you doing smoke?
I was going to do fireworks.
It says
Because-
choose an area of non-magical flame within range that fits within a 5 feet cube.
No. An area of non-magical flame I can see.
But the range
can
is only 60 feet though.
Yes, but it's
Is
an
it not,
area
does it not have to be something you can see within 60 feet?
Nope, it's an area of non-magical flame you can see, and that fits within a 5 feet cube within range.
Yeah,
Within
and the range
range.
is 60 feet.
So I can take.
So the flame needs to be within 60 feet.
Oh, that's boo. That's
So,
that's a
so
bad
if there was a
interpretation.
fire there, you could do it.
Yeah.
But the fire's not there.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's doable.
I'm gonna do it next turn.
Sorry.
Find the prisoners.
You can see why I interpreted it that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you didn't read it all.
Would you like to do something else instead?
I would like to banish Graham to the nether regions.
I'd do the same thing for you,
Yeah.
or Scott. You
I
guys
know.
are Kevin.
I'm all good with it.
No, it's good.
I shall end my turn there.
Oh, you can if you
Oh,
want
so-
to do a different
no,
action.
no.
Do a different action.
No, I'm going to dash.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do another.
Get your rogue on. Although a
Yeah.
hulking
I shall
7-foot
end my-
Minotaur dashing towards them is nothing like roguish.
That's fine. I will end my turn there.
Okay, right. Top of the round, back to me, and it's the sniper's go. Now, if only there was a target that was making huge amounts of noise that was very easy to spot immediately. Oh no, this is the Dan machine. So the sniper is going to aim at Dan.
What you don't know is Tom has one leg which is an inch shorter than the other, so his head wobbles around, so he is a sniper's nightmare.
No. 24.
Well, yeah, that'll obviously hit.
Okay. So it does 17 piercing damage.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, I know.
What the fuck are they?
And it also does 3 necrotic damage.
1d8 plus 5 plus 2 plus
Hang on.
3 plus 0. What the fuck?
Hang on, yeah, that's added too much on there.
That's an insane amount of damage.
10 guaranteed on a hit.
5
It adds strength and dexterity to damage, so it's adding a strength modifier, dexterity modifier, and presumably something else.
Proficiency.
Spell slip. Oh, proficiency.
Proficiency doesn't add to your damage,
No,
I don't
hang on,
think.
that is added an extra one on there. Hang on.
Oh, just an extra one. So it's going to
No.
be 90.
Getting rid of that extra one, so hang on.
It got rid of the 2.
No, I got rid of the 3. But yes, and it does necrotic damage as well, which even though you are warforged, it's still like spreading something.
Oh yeah, no, I have no resistance to necrotic damage. I don't believe that's. I think I'm part organic, right? Warforged
Yeah.
are part organic.
Yeah.
18. Ouch.
Yes.
That's a big chunk of damage.
That's what she
Yes.
said.
Gilmert's turn. Gilmert is going to again run on straight up here. He's seen a sniper shoot, but he's just aiming at whatever's in front of him. So he is going to shoot at that orc as well. He's got a longbow as well. 12, that will miss. He's so overexcited that he's just going to keep charging and charging and charging, and that didn't hit. One moment. Okay, next up is the orc who's been pushed around a couple of times. he is going to wade in towards everybody because he wants a lovely big fight. So he is going to wind up to Gilmut, who hit him the first time, and hit him with his great axe, which I believe hits. No, it misses. So he tries to take a big swing at Gilmut, who is just in the fling of everything. And then we have Balthar.
Seeing this orc starts swinging his great axe at my mate Gilmer. I'm going to run up next to him. And as great as how Tom is, most of that arrow, but I'm just going to attack with Stonecutter. But again, a fiercer, more menacing sort of charge and swing with Stonecutter.
Oh, amazing. With
So
the
my
orc.
first attack is with flanking would be a
flanking.
20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So 10 slashing damage.
He's not looking good.
And then if he's still standing, I will bonus action try to knock him prone with my shield,
Lovely.
which is just with me, so that's an athletics. A 23.
And is that against strength?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or athletics or...
It's going to be shit anyway, so that's fine. So he's not prone now.
Is it agility? No, what is it? Athletics or acrobatics, I think we've been doing.
Oh, athletics or acrobatics. They're both dex, aren't they?
No,
No,
one is
one's
strength,
strength.
one is dex.
Oh, I'm going to stick with the strength then.
Athletics is strength. Yeah.
Makes sense for orcs that they'll
So
try
if
to
that's
use.
Yeah, so with an 11, I'm just going to
Toy.
like push him down, so knock him prone. So it doesn't make sense to knock him prone. So I'm gonna sort of like backhand shield to the face, which will knock him down onto the ground. And then with Stonecutter, I'm just gonna then thrust down.
And disappear.
Wasn't sure if that was my messenger messing up or if it was Scott that had frozen.
Scott's hit was
It's
so
rolled with
powerful,
advantage.
he severed his own connection.
I think we're about to get a message saying laptop
Top
sad
up.
face.
I reckon that 25 hit though.
I mean, it'll definitely
Oh,
hit.
most definitely.
And I'm guaranteed whatever
Aw.
it's going to... Oh, hello.
Here he is.
New,
Yeah, he's back on a different thing.
new laptop, who dis? I mean, he's still on roll 20, so I'm guessing it was just the other one that died.
The one he uses for chat and stuff. He's talking, but we can't hear him.
Who are you talking to?
Hi.
We can see you, but we can't hear you. Yay, technical difficulties.
So the biggest enemy of all is technology.
Is that not always the case?
It is pretty much.
It's every time I watch it back, it's technology.
For a good
the
20
enemy.
minutes at some point. Sorry, tech problems.
13. That will kill it. He's dead.
Tell us how you did it, Scott. Oh.
Oh. Mime how you did it.
Charades, D&D charades.
Oh yes. Hand puppets. Ah!
That'd be great if I was Bogrud. How did you do it?
I
He
think.
did.
I think that's all that Balthor would do at this point anyway. So we will.
Moved action, bonus action. About it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I
pretty
don't
much-
think he'd have anything else.
No. So next up is the Orc Chief, who is now quite aware that there is a fracas going on. So this dude, nice and toasty by the fire. He
Always read that word as fracas, not gonna lie.
yes, fracas. Unless I'm just being ultra posh with my
No, I think it's like facade, which I always used to read as facade until I heard somebody actually pronounce it right.
I mean, there are a few of those. Okay, so what he is going to do is he's heard the battle and the shouting. He is going to use his battle cry.
He wants to taunt the archer.
Huh?
He wants to taunt the archer and say, "Bet you can't hit me, you big green bastard."
No. Okay. That's cool. Lol. I thought that's what you were. I didn't read it for a moment. I was like, no, the Orc Chief wouldn't say that. Oh, but Balthor did. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Orc Chief is going to use battle cry. So 30 feet from his stuff is all of those
All
orcs.
the ones we can see.
Yep.
Sweet, Dan's got advantage.
Um,
Oh no, it's of his choice. Never mind.
Yeah. And he can make one attack as a bonus action. No, that's the wrong cursor. So he's not going to make an attack. He's going to stand and watch his troops take most of the heat, like any true manager. And that's where he's going to end his turn.
Like all good leaders, he does fuck all until everybody else is dead.
But shouts at them all to work harder.
You all need to work harder. Profits are in the toilet.
Yeah.
It's like, but, well, you could do more. No,
I'm sorry,
fuck
what?
that. You
No.
all need.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yay, middle management.
Vonrig is just going to limp up to the rest of the fighting party, which is just a big old melange just down here. There's nothing to aim at because that thing is dead. Next is Hayes, hiding in a bush. Hayes?
She's in two minds of what to actually do.
Having a think.
How high is this bit here?
5 feet.
So if I use my action and my dash, where's this measurement? 5, 20. So add an extra 5 feet for climbing.
Yep.
And an extra 5 feet for probably jumping down, will get me to there. So if I'd like to sneakily move to there,
Yep.
That's just my movement. And then I would like to.
First of all, can you give me? I'm going to give a stealth. I'm going to give you advantage because there's all this noise and stuff. You don't need the advantage, but
5.
lovely.
And then I'm going to use my. I am going to use charger. So I would like to dash. Can I do that for the range weapon? It have to be melee. And have melee attack.
I was just literally lost him.
Dobby is a free elf.
Let's not dump all over Angela's turn. What did you say?
I say you're going to use charger. No.
Master, give Dobby a sock.
No, I'm going to use a dash action.
Okay.
From behind here, but are these still long enough for me to hide behind, hide
Yeah.
between?
There's gaps in between them, but they are kind of like fence posty as well.
Yeah, I want to be hidden away in there. So obviously, I know Isaac could see me.
Yeah.
Probably, but I would like to try and hide as best I can in that bit.
Cool. What are you looking like as you're doing it? Are you normal haze form or?
I don't think you'd be able to see much of me because I'd have
No.
my hood up. So I think I'd just be like a and ninja style little black hood up. I'm in tight fitted black clothes anyway,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it just looks like a little shadow. The one thing I
Lovely.
hate.
Lovely. Okay, so
Like Shadow from Final Fantasy VI, if anybody's ever played that other than me.
no.
Not for a long, long time.
Boo.
So that's you then, Hayes.
Yeah,
On
that's
to
me.
Alithia. I'll just scroll all the way back down to you hiding behind your tree.
All the way to the bottom of the map, on her own, in a bush.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where she's going to stay. Bonus action, Prime Edition moves up to there. And then Trailblazer is going to do, what's he got? Got 60 feet, so I'll head over to that way.
Uh-huh.
See what it can see. Can it see anything?
You can see everything that you can see from that angle.
Okay. And,
Implying there's nothing else to see.
yeah, that's what I heard.
2 cc's.
And then bonus action to dash
Mm-hmm.
to that location.
And there's one over there by the boxes.
Good work, Trailblazer.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's my turn.
Lovely stuff. David.
David. Oh, I do like this. I'm going to cast fireworks. No, pyrotechnics.
Baby, you're a firework.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I really don't
Is there
want
a
to be
fire
that
there
guy.
again?
But doesn't it have to stem from the fire source?
The fire, yeah.
We still
No,
need
'cause I
one
can-
fire.
The fire's the ignition point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to.
the target
You're
explodes with-
targeting the fire, not a point near the fire.
No, the target explodes with dazzling light. I've used this
The
before.
magnet.
But you cast it on a source of flame within 60 feet.
Last time you did it, you had a torch or something and threw it, and then cast it from that.
Okay.
I mean, it would still be useful from the fire, surely,
Mm.
because it's going to get the ones in the center of camp, probably.
And don't call me Shirley.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's still getting the 2 I want,
Mm.
and that one there.
Yeah.
We're still getting 3 of them.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Cool. So each of those need to make.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, and the walker I just gave advantage on attack rolls. That's fine. So these are 3 Constitution savings.
I'm expecting them to be beefy boys like.
Okay. So that's 2 for charges and 1 for the chief.
Only 1 saves.
So the first one saves. So
First one saves.
I'm going to say it was top and then working its way down. So
That's right.
what's the condition that's applied on them?
Blinded.
They are blinded. They're blinded by the light. What does it look like?
Pretty fireworks.
What
of all different
colours?
colours. Rainbow and unicorns.
Okay.
Alexander's favourite colours. Basically, it's as if somebody just exploded a bright, like, if you explode a unicorn, this is what would happen.
Cool. So that's also going to cause quite a distraction as well as blinding everyone. So it's just until the end of your next turn. That's fine. I've put blue markers on them because blue for blinded. I need to get some better markers for these things because they're all a little bit weird.
That's right. And for a bonus action, I am going to give Tom. Oh, yeah, Tom some bardic inspiration.
Oh, cheers.
You're going to see all this firework happening. And you're just going to be so inspired by my magic.
Cool.
And it is.
It's like Tom's a real boy.
He's a real boy.
And it's Tom's turn next.
I mean, Tom's probably going to maintain his previous course of action. Probably a little bit less dashy now that there's more people closer to him. He's still aware of threats.
Mhm.
He's just... so what would that be? About there. And then let's fire upon the nearest possible orc, I guess.
Which one are you going for?
The one to my right.
The one that isn't blinded?
Blind just gives... Does blind give disadvantage on their attacks, but not advantage on my attacks, right?
I mean, you're asking me like I know.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure all blinded does is they can't see me, but they only have disadvantage if they try and hit me, not if I try and hit them, because theoretically they'd be flailing around and it wouldn't make them any easier to hit because they can't see fuck all.
Blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any check that says requires sight. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Oh, so I do have advantage. Awesome. That is great. So yeah, the one to my right is the one I'll attack because it's the one closest to me. In fact, I suppose they're equally close.
The one with the blue marker is the one that is blinded.
The one nearest isn't blind.
Oh, okay. So the chief is blinded.
Yes, and the one in front of it.
And the one in front of it. Okay. I don't want to be Bogrady and be like, oh, I'm just going to target the biggest hearted bastard here, because that's not who Tom is as a character.
Don't hit me.
Not you. That's not who Tom is as a character. It's who Graham is as a person, but it's not who Tom is as a character. Things and stuff. Let's have a look.
Lots of fun things to use.
Things I don't normally do. 10-foot square. What would a 10-foot square around the campfire look like?
10-foot square or cube?
It's just 10-foot square, so flat. I don't think it would get anybody, would it? They'd get the chief and just basically the question I was asking was, if I was to cast grease on the fire, would that then make a big pit of fiery grease?
Let's see.
That could, in theory, deal damage.
We've all played boulders. We know what that does. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Me, you, and Craig all know what that does.
Yeah, believe me, I throw grease any given opportunity on any fire because it goes bonkers. So yeah, I am happy to make that one of my rules here.
Cool. So I then would like to use my action to cast grease on the campfire.
Yes.
I will let you determine how that plays out.
So that's a throw, isn't it?
It's a spell. I'm not throwing a grease bottle. I'm just casting the spell grease.
Okay.
Which originates on a point within 60 feet.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Let's pick the bones out of this one. So that's going to cause kind of like an explosion. I'm not going to give him a chance to move out of the way. So what would the damage on that be?
I don't know. That's why I said I'll leave it to you to determine the effect. Because there's no rule for it. It's rule of cool.
That's assuming that I am cool, and I am not.
Right.
Just meta for a little bit while I have a Google.
Also, there's now a big fiery puddle of grease in the middle of this camp, so try to avoid running through it.
Believe me, you need to get up here and start telekinetically pushing everybody into the fires if we're meta.
Oh. Now I need to do some Googling myself.
I don't think you can use feats through familiars or...
Yeah, I think it's just spells I can...
Yeah.
Well, that's not a problem. I can still cast spells for it.
It's in my opinion OP as fuck that a familiar is a portable spellcasting focus.
Well, I mean, Trailblazer's only touch spells, isn't it, for familiars?
Yeah.
Not Primal Edition, though. That's not
Okay.
touch spells.
That's cool. Right. I love AI. I really do. I've just been having a quick conversation with my side DM here. And assuming it's a relatively small fire, I suggest 4d6 fire damage. Keeps it in line with other relatively small area of effect damage like burning hands. The enemy is near to the campfire, so would take the full damage with no reduction. Grease fires tend to stick to targets and continue burning. I'd have Energy make a DC dexterity saving throw. On failed save, they take an extra 1d6 of fire at the start of their turns until they or someone else use an action to douse the flames. Isn't AI a wonderful thing?
Cool. So it's like sticky fire.
Yeah.
The DC base, if it's based on my spell save DC, would be a 15. DC 15 dex save.
On the... Okay. And...
I was picturing Richard Osmond doing all your side DMing then.
He's just sat at the side of that. It helps that I absolutely love Pointless.
Just did a little high five off screen to my DM there. It's very handy.
If
And
you're
Cool, so
being mean, it would be Alex.
4d6 you want.
well, it said it's the same as like with burning hands. So
So,
that's a good equivalency.
so 4d6 fire damage
Yep, I'm
would
happy with that.
be 12 fire damage. Oh, that's a fairly good roll
Yeah.
for 4d6.
And I must admit, I'm happy with that. It makes sense narratively.
You rolled 4d4, Graham.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah.
Crap. If the 4d6 is lower, we'll keep the 4d4. It's the same!
What are the chances of
Oh,
that? Oh, that's fantastic.
12 on 4d4 is very good damage. 12 on 4d6 is mediocre.
But that all worked out well. I like that.
And then bonus action cannon blast to the nearest blind orc then. So it's at advantage just to see what happens. I don't know why that. Oh, why have I got disadvantage? Click. Doesn't matter. It still rolled twice. So it's the same difference. That's a 22.
Cool. Do you want to? Where's the grease again on here? I'm gonna paint it on the map for you. So
In a 10-foot square around the campfire. Yeah, like there, I guess. Yeah,
yeah.
because it just catches both of them.
Cool. Let's say it's around there. But
Yeah,
I
like
can't.
that works.
Cool.
That red one Scott's done. That works.
Cool. I can't draw it at that angle. I don't think.
Can you draw it in a square, then rotate it?
No. It's a draw and then it's done. Well, it's close enough. We know that. We just got to be careful round there.
Yeah, a diamond that starts at the top.
There you go. That's it. That's it. Love
well
it.
Well done, Craig.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And then bonus
Sorry.
action cannon blast to the nearest blind orc for 4 force damage, but pushed him 5 foot backwards into the big cube of greasy fire.
Cool.
In fact, would he just bounce off the orc chief?
Yeah.
If I'm pushing him 5 feet.
You've just smushed them into each other.
Oh. I would say with them both being blind, would that
Yeah.
not potentially knock them both prone on grease?
Yes. Because I like. But the caveat to that is, what does it look like? Paint me a word picture of blind orcs skedaddling on fiery grease.
I don't know. It wasn't my suggestion. I didn't think this through.
I'm thinking full on like slapstick. The first orc gets pushed back, Then he starts falling backwards, grabs hold of the blindly grabs hold of the clothing of the orc that's just pushed him back, and then as he falls back, he pulls the orc back down with him.
Like
And they
Three
both-
Stooges style, like
Yeah,
they're
proper
stood on
Stooges.
oil and nobody can keep their feet.
Love it.
So does the one that I shot back into the fire then also take the fire damage, or does he have to do a deck save to not get covered in greasy fire?
Let's do a deck save. Because this is just too funny. 13.
Daddy failed.
Okay, give me another 1d6.
Another 1d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
5.
Yeah, that's cool. That was very entertaining.
That's my turn.
Lovely. Back to the top of the round, and it's me and Mr. Sniper. Now, he's got a lot of fun targets. We've got someone who's just shot off a lot of fireworks, which is very exciting. But I'm sorry, Tom, it's just watched you push a load of people into some flaming grease. So he's going to take another shot at you because the others aren't close enough yet for them to be in his sights. 12.
Does not hit.
Ah. He's a little distracted by the fireworks. He's seen you storm towards and make some kind of big percussive gesture. But as he fires, he's a little distracted by a remnant explosion. Next is Gilmert, who is going to charge and attack that orc. He's going to swing his greatsword twice and hit once. He's swinging blindly, but he's doing some hefty damage. That's his go. And just because I'm fighting with myself now it's the orc turn. He's going to fight back again. See, this is the fun bit. It's the spectators part where I just fight myself for a while. The orc is going to swing his greatsword back again.
Stop hitting yourself.
Stop hitting yourself. And no, he's not got that effect. He swings with a 10 because he's dodging out of the way of Gilmert's attack, and that misses. The other orc is just desperately trying to keep away from the grease, and this guy is going to come skulking around the back of the tree there. Next up is Balthar.
So Balthar is going to carry on. Oh, no, I don't need that. Carry on following Gilmot, keeping him safe from. I'm just standing next to him. Well, actually, I'm going to just step around him that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just standing there, keeping an eye on Gilmot, trying to rein him in, but also feeding off this energy that Gilmot has.
It's quite addictive. It's the feeling that's singing through your veins now is reminding you of the glory days when every battle was wonderful. What's whispering through your mind is how fun this is. Do you remember when every hit was a crit? Every stride you took was glorious. That's what's pushing you on now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Balthar hasn't felt like this for a long time. And so he sees Gilmot attacking this thing, so he's going to attack it with his own sword.
Lovely.
Oh, no, it's not advantage, it's just a 17 plus the 3.
That will definitely hit. 12. Okay, he
12 slashing damage.
He is looking very, very unsteady on his feet.
And then, noticing him looking unsteady on his feet, I'm going to try and use that to my advantage and knock him prone with my shield.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so near 14 for 14.
Against strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
He just manages to stay up. It's taking a lot of his strength to do it, but he's still on his feet.
That has angered me, so I am then going to just use my extra attack and just aim for a vital organ. So a 19
That will hit.
and another 12 points of slashing damage.
How do you do it?
So as the shield, I hit him with the shield and he stands firm. And as the shield comes back, I just, instead of actually hacking at him, I just thrust my sword right next to his jugular. And then as I pull back, I just slice straight through the side of his neck.
How does that make Baltha feel?
Well, blood is going to spray, I imagine, out of there and cover me and Gilbert. And yeah, Balthor will be smiling ear to ear with this.
Gilmert roars with approval. Amazing.
I think that's everything I can do.
Lovely. It is the Orc Chief's turn next, who is blinded and covered in greasy fire. So let me just double check again. Does that affect movement?
Not movement, but if he was knocked prone, he'll just have to use half his movement
Yeah,
to
and he's
stand
going to
up.
stand up and crawl his way humiliatingly out of the grease.
Would he know which way that is if he's
Well,
blind
if he's
still?
feeling it, because it's all greasy on the floor,
Okay.
I'm going to say he's only on the edge of it.
Away
so-
from the heat.
Yes. And
Yeah,
he's,
but if he's laid it in the fire, I mean, then how would he know? I'm just asking, would he know which way is out if he's blind and then he's been knocked on the floor? Would he
Okay.
necessarily stand up and face? Oh, I'm just asking.
No,
a
no, no.
question,
In that case, I'm going to do a D4. North, east, south, west.
It's a 50,
West.
50.
So
Yeah.
he's going to move to the left. That's a neon green.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. I was like, wow, it's like radar. So yeah, he's going to crawl past his subordinate, and I'm going to pop him over there, just so it's easier to see what's going on. By the way, let's get rid of that dead body because there's too many things to see on screen. Then we have Vonrig, who is limping along, desperately trying to keep up with everyone, but just struggling to keep up. But he's still going. He sees you all covered in blood, hooting with glory, and his face lights up, wanting to join in. Hayes, you've seen some shit go on.
Yep. First of all, I'd like to detect thoughts on Isaac
Mm-hmm.
and send him a telepathic message. Is that next action or is that the same one? Hang on.
We can do that in the same action, that's fine.
Awesome. I'm going to send him a telepathic message and I'm going to pass him through, if possible, a dagger.
Okay.
And say, if the orc comes near, get him with this. Don't worry, we've got a plan.
Okay. His thoughts are exactly what you would expect for a commoner dragged off.
Of course.
So he is scared, he is frightened, he's a little overwhelmed, things are catching fire. Good comment from Baltha about are the wooden cages catching fire. I'm going to say no in this instance. It would be on the edges of it. I think if the fire had been any bigger, then yes, that would have done as well. But
Whoops. I've done a Greg.
so yeah, it's just typical stuff. Are you going to use your action to pass him the dagger and these things?
Yeah, I think it's my action.
Yeah.
The action, I have to use my action to cast Detect Thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's my bonus action to send a telepathic message.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's pretty much all I can do this turn.
Lovely. And just watch the chaos.
There's not much. No, I've used action, bonus action. I've not really got anything else I can do.
Cool. Next up,
I'm still hiding, by the way.
Yep, that's fine. Do you want to give me another stealth with advantage? But believe me, there is Yeah. Yeah.
27.
I mean, you'd have to be absolutely exploding a campfire for anyone to notice you amongst this chaos now. Next we.
I know it feels like I've not done much,
No,
but
no.
I've had 3 turns trying to get here, so I do apologise.
No, it's Haze does what Haze does. Why do you think I built this with lots of bushes and things and gaps for you to climb round? Because I knew someone would. Now we have the dream team of Alithia and Trailblazer.
Don't forget Prime Edition.
Prime Edition is floating down there, so I'm not quite sure what Prime Edition is. That you can cast spells from that.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So bonus action Prime Edition moves there.
What's Prime Edition?
His spell book.
It's my spell book.
So
Oh.
Awakened Mind, isn't it? Is that?
Yeah, it's the mind of my spell book. My spell book is alive, and that's
Oh,
its
okay.
mind floating
Okay.
over there in astral form. It's not physical there.
But it's what we worked out. It was about this. It's very small. It's like beetle size.
Insect size.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are they still blind? They're still blinded, aren't they?
Until the end of David's turn or the beginning?
Yeah, then the end of my next turn.
Well, Trailblazer's got no one who can help with anything, so it's just gonna circle around. And then, yeah, why not? So Prime Edition, I'm going to use one of my abilities to cast a spell through it. And I'm going to use a sorcery point to make that 2 spells.
Twinning! Oh.
Oh.
There's one miss.
Oh my
There's one miss
God.
on the chief. Oh, wait, no. Have we not got an advantage on them?
Yes.
On the blind ones,
On
yes.
an attack, yes.
So there's the chief. And this is the orc.
Okay, so the first one will hit the chief, but the second. Hang on. Oh, because there is advantage. Okay, so they both hit.
Yep.
So that's on
That's
the chief. Yep.
It's it's more fun to add to the fire, isn't it?
Yes, Alethea.
And the 15's for the other orc, and that's fire as well.
Cool. Man, this battle map is a mess. Love it. Okay, so what does that look like to everybody else?
I mean, essentially, 2 orbs of fire just appear from this almost visually nothing, just from nowhere.
From the middle of thin air.
Pretty much.
Amazing. Anything else?
Bonus action move, action to attack, Trailblazer's move. That's everything.
Cool. David.
Well, no one's going to like this.
Okay.
I cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Awesomes. Now, the 2 that are blinded until the end of your turn. So will that make them blind to your hypnotic pattern as you cast it? And then when you stop casting, that's when their blindness drops.
Their blindness, I think, because it's pyrotechnics. Like
It's
that
charmed.
doesn't
It's
drop. They're
charmed.
just blinded.
Yeah.
They're blinded until the end of his turn. But so they wouldn't be able to see this because they're blind.
But it's a wisdom
That's
thing.
true, because it says that they have to see it.
Yeah, they can't see it. So
No.
the chief and the orc that are blind won't see it.
No.
Everybody else will.
That's fine.
Although I feel like with that colour of square, you're trying to hypnotise me.
I wouldn't be
Stroboscopic.
convinced the sniper's looking that way. I would say the sniper's looking down at Balfour and
Yeah,
Tom.
I was going
The
to
opposite
say
direction.
he's looking at
But
the
it's
clusterfuck below
a
him.
30-foot cube, so it would still extend past it. It's going to affect everyone apart from Hayes, if she's just on the outskirts of it, I
Yep.
would say, and David himself and Alithia. Everybody else has to roll the save.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say the orc sniper's looking a different direction because you have to be looking at it.
It's just within the cube, right? Because you'd see it out to the edges of the cube.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's the whole. But yeah, Alicia's going to get caught by that because.
So unless you're blind or have no eyes or have your eyes shut for reasons of whatever,
No.
you would
You got
see it
told in
if you're
advance.
within the cube. Yeah. If he'd have said to everybody before he did this, everybody shut your eyes, we could all be protected from it.
And it's not something. It's not a choose. It's everybody.
It's every creature, so it's all of us. It's literally everyone apart from Hayes, David, and Alithia is now going to potentially be charmed.
Alithia is looking through Prime Edition at all times, so I think she has to make the save.
Yep.
In theory, yeah, if you can see through it, yeah.
So
So
these
everyone
all-
apart from Hayes and David might be about to be charmed and incapacitated with a speed of 0.
Okay, so before everyone starts hitting a ton of buttons, let's take it in turns because otherwise it's just going to be chaotic. Okay, so Balthor.
My inspiration, and I failed.
Okay, so you are charmed.
But I'm not in the right frame of mind, and I'm not my normal calculated self, so it would make sense I'm
That's fine.
taken in by this.
So let's make everybody pick who is charmed. So who's going to go next? Alithia, would you like to roll your wisdom save? Okay, that's cool.
Yes, I would.
Yes, go on then. That's perfection.
Beautiful.
Like you blink and you barely acknowledge. You can acknowledge the craft behind.
That's a
the
nice
spell.
smell.
Yeah. It's a great craft work there, but it's not affected you. Tom.
I also have inspiration on my character sheet, so I'm going to tick it
Yes.
off and roll again and just see what happens. No, I'm charmed.
You're charmed as well. Okay, so I need to do.
Wait, can I be charmed? Let me just make sure I've not got anything on my character sheet that helps
I gave
for me.
I gave you bardic inspiration as well.
So I might be able to do something about the first one potentially, but I used inspiration, which is a re-roll, right? So it's not advantage; it's a re-roll. Let's see. Constructed resilience, is that anything?
I'll just be rolling all the wisdoms that I need to roll as well.
No, that only helps me with sleep.
And how many orcs have I got left? 3.
No, because I used my inspiration, I can't add a D4 to it. So yeah, I'm charmed.
Okay, so there's only 2 orcs who were not charmed out of that. Oh, hang on, I need to. Let's get old Gilmert, see if he can be charmed on this as well. He's a gruff old fuck. He ain't falling for this shit. And Vonrig has let his guard down for once. The heat of battle has made him let his guard down. So, David, you have quite the following now.
Huzzah!
So you have cast this hypnotic pattern. What does it look like?
Kaleidoscope. You know when you look like through a kaleidoscope?
Hell, I'm charmed now.
Yes.
So we're all being on LSD. We're all just seeing
Oh,
colours.
obviously, yes.
Because we're all incapacitated and have speeds of... We can't do anything now until we either take damage or somebody wakes us out of it.
Oh my god, I'm going to get a turn.
Okay. Anything else that you would like to do, David?
2 seconds. Yes, I would like. I'd like to move to Tom.
Okay.
It's an action, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, it is. And I will end my turn there.
Cool. It's Tom's turn.
I do nothing because I can't.
It's the sniper's
Sorry.
turn. It does nothing, but it can't. Neither can. Gilmert. Gilmert can. Gilmert has seen all these things flash in the sky, and it's just like load of bollocks, load of absolute bollocks. But he notices that people aren't moving, that everyone is staring, so he roars.
He's the grumpy old bastard that reports you to the council for having fireworks
Yes,
and bonfire.
yeah.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
an absolute sick of life, fed up, and apart from fighting, this is the most excited he's been about anything. It's like when old boomers talk about the war, it's like whoa, and off he goes. Oh, Trailblazer's blind. Is it?
A D20, so I assumed
Oh, so it failed to
Trailblazers would
say.
get blinded.
Is that charmed
Yeah.
as well?
Presumably.
Yeah, it's not blinded. It's just charmed. Which
Oh,
is,
charm, that's it.
Yeah.
Was Trailblazer within the 20 feet of pyrotechnics when it went off?
No, it's over here.
Yeah, so I don't think Trailblazer. Oh, Trailblazer isn't naturally blind, is it?
No, blind. I meant charmed
Would.
by the hypnotic gaze.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay, so Gilmert is taking advantage of the situation, not understanding why people are charmed. He's going to run straight up to the Orc Chief and take a swing, which will, of course, wake it up. He's going to swing with his great axe. I was going to give him advantage, but he doesn't need it on that. And he does... Why does... Oh, I did the wrong one.
I think you're rolling on the Orc Chief.
I was rolling on the Orc Chief. It's because everything's overlapping. Right. Let's try again.
It is the Orc Chief. It is the Orc Chief, isn't it?
No, it was Gilmert attacking the Orc Chief. And he misses.
Oh.
Advantage.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
You say you have
Advantage.
advantage.
Doesn't say on the conditions.
Uh,
Has advantage with the ability check to
No, she
interact
doesn't
socially.
have advantage.
So incapacitated.
Incapacitated.
Mhm.
Yeah, ignore me.
and it makes narrative sense as well. 15. Will that hit the Chief? No! So even though this guy is stood still, staring at nothing, Gilmert is so overexcited by everything. He is swinging wildly with this sword and misses even though he has advantage. He is going to... Let's have a look. Well, he does make 2 attacks, so let's give him another go. Let's do advantage that way. So he does hit with that one. 21 slashing damage. Oof.
Yeah.
That is going to take a nice big chunk out of the War Chief. So does that mean Trailblazer has gone, Alithia?
Perish.
I believe so.
Cool. Okay. Well,
I mean, I could roll, but I presumed it's pointless.
I would agree with that. If Trailblazer has 1 HP and dropping to 0 movement whilst flying usually ends in you falling, so yeah, it makes sense.
bye-bye.
Oh, can't believe Trailblazers died twice by our own people.
Sorry.
Would
Well-
it defeat both times?
I didn't think it'd go this
Balthus
badly.
swiped at it first time.
That was the first time.
Who knew that the Vanguard would have so much owl racism in it? Who knew? Okay, oh, where was I? That's what I was fighting myself. I've got 2 orcs that are still with it. This one is going to...
Oh, right, honestly, look.
avoiding the grease around that way. And this guy is just going to stick a little closer to the cage, but not to get past. And Baltha.
I will do
Nothing.
nothing.
Okay. It's the Orc Chief's turn. The Orc Chief took some damage, so that means he is no longer charmed. But he is toe-to-toe with Gilmert and can see the joy on Gilmert's face, so the Orc Chief will take a great swing with his sword. 16, which will miss. So he takes another with a 26, which will hit. And again, that does 16 damage with an odd necroticness to it as well. So that's the Orc Chief. Vonrig is charmed. Hayes.
Oh, hey. So I'm just watching how much my cheesecake alley takes. I will. I'm going to move to here. I'm going to. Is that bonus action? Sorry, I'm just checking if it's bonus action.
Tom, it was you that threw the grease, wasn't it? I'm going to say.
Yes.
I'm going to say by the end of your next term, the fire on it will have died down, but it will still be grease.
Okay.
I am going to move to. Yeah, just going to move to there, and then I'm assuming because I'm like tucked away still and hidden, this orc has no idea that I'm actually there.
You need to roll
So
roll me a stealth for it. Because you're definitely.
Would I get sneak attacked? Would I get sneak attacked? If he doesn't know I'm there.
Yeah, I mean, if you pass your stealth, I'll give you the sneak attack on it because there's a whole lot of chaos going on. So I'm guessing his passive perception is kind of shit. Yes, it is. So okay.
Is it about a 10?
Roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 definitely will hit.
There we go.
Okay.
There's 19 damage on this guy.
Lovely.
And then I have got 5 foot left of movement, which I will move to kind of like back off a bit, and I want to get back into the shadows a bit more and skimmer away.
Very nice.
Out of sight.
Cool. And that you done? Lithia.
Okay. Has obviously seen the damage that's been done. Knows the spell and can see a lot of the team are not sort of focusing anymore. So she is going to cast Misty Step. Using the ability of my Manifested Mind to cast it from Prime Edition. And she's going to appear pretty much next to Balfour.
Cool. Nice one, Bogwood. I mean, Alethea.
And so that's my bonus action. And then action to rouse Balfour.
Cool. How are you doing that?
For the gentle hand.
Not so gentle hand then.
In a panicked hand, she did not want to be involved in this situation.
Of course.
And then she's still got movement to
What
go.
happened?
So let's go out round the corner, hiding.
Lovely. Cool. So, Balthar, you had Alethea just appear next to you, shake you out of your stupor, and then she scarpered.
What
The true wizard.
happened? Bit confused as he comes round. Like,
And there's still a few people around you who are just staring at nothing. Does the hypnotic pattern stay in the air, or is it just gone now? And the lingering
Don't look at
effects?
it again and get hypnotized all over again.
No.
For flavour, it
Disappears.
I think it's just in the imagination of those who saw it.
Don't look at the light, man.
David, it's your turn.
I would like to rouse Tom.
Hey.
Tom.
All you have to do is say dance.
Tom.
In my mind's eye, what happened to Tom was it's like when your laptop goes into sleep mode. So it's like you just run your finger over the cursor to get him to wake up again.
Does he make the Windows startup noise?
Do-do-do-do.
Oh, I love that. Cool. So that's your action to do that. Any bonus action or movement?
No. I'm going to stay where I am.
Good stuff. Tom, you have movement now.
Great, and I can now do stuff and things.
Yes.
I will continue attempting to assault the Orc Chief then. I no longer have advantage, but I'm guessing I have. We do +3 for flanking in your game as well?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so I will take a short bow shot first. Where's my short bow on my thing? Why is it not on my thing? Oh, no, there it is. Light crossbow, not short bow.
It's a different kind of bow.
So that's +3, so it's -2, so it'd be a 16 to hit.
And that will match.
Yay! So that is 19 damage.
19 damage.
And then the tried and true cannon blast with my bonus action. I was going to use my action to wake Balthor up, but Alithia already did it. So I got free attacking. So that'll be...
That hits.
Yeah,
that
that's
hits.
fine. And 11 force damage, knocking him backwards 5 feet.
Lovely stuff. Okay, that knocks him down beyond a certain barrier, so he is going to war cry again. So he immediately recharges his battle cry and uses it as a reaction. So everyone within 30 feet of him.
So all of the orcs.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's have a look. It's another... Oh, that's the circle. Where's my square gone? Another square. Oh, was it a radius? I think it was a radius. 30 foot. Yep, that's all of them. They all get advantage. Beautiful. And it's the sniper's
I'll
turn.
try to remind you this time, because you didn't use it last time.
What, sorry?
Yeah, the advantages that they had.
Didn't I?
I don't think you did.
Well, I think they immediately got hit by everything and then knocked over and then couldn't bloody move.
They didn't have a chance.
Yes. So how...
Would the war cry wake the sniper from his being charmed thing?
I think I was just looking how long the charmed thing lasts.
10 rounds of combat.
Ah, well. You know what? Yeah, the war cry, I am going to say, will rouse them. Each creature...
Discombobulated when he's roused, does that mean that he wouldn't get the advantage?
Huh?
Because he'd be discombobulated when he's been roused. Does that mean that he wouldn't get the advantage?
No, I didn't
Or
mean...
would he get an advantage?
No. The Orc Chief isn't discombobulated more. He's already had a fight with Gilmut for a bit.
No, not him.
Oh.
I'm on about the sniper who's still charmed.
No, he'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine.
Hey, buddy.
So...
Proper shot, Angela. I fought it.
Good try. Good try.
Good try.
Good try.
He is going to look at the chaos and shake off what's gone on there and see a dwarf covered in blood and take aim at Balthor. Does a 22 hit? I'm guessing that's a yes.
Are you aiming at me, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, 22 a hit.
You're covered in blood and cheering.
Oh, I've only just come round from being...
Oh, that's true, yes.
Yeah, so...
So that's 9 piercing, 4 necrotic.
So reduce the piercing damage as I have the heavy armor feat to 6.
Nice.
So that'll be 10 points of damage.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Ow.
And that is all he can do. Next up is Gilmut, who is going to take a step towards the Orc Chief and swing again. Come on. No, he hasn't got advantage anymore. Misses both of those. He's getting tired, bless him now. So the Orc's turn is next, and Hayes, it can't see you anymore because you've gone off, but he knows he was shot from that direction. So the Orc is going to move round the grease to try and investigate what's there. Could you roll me another stealth, please? Yep, you're still hidden. That's fine. This Orc is going to step again around the grease, and he's going to fire at Gilmut. What's he got on there? He's got a javelin he's going to throw. That's going to hit Gilmut for 7. He's still on his feet, but Gilmut's looking a bit ropey, but he doesn't care. Balther, your turn.
Would I be able, using my movement, to get on top of this roof?
Yeah.
So I will run up to here. And after the sniper has just hit me,
Yep.
then I am going to attack with Stonecutter, but covered in orc blood and with a sort of berserker sort of rage.
Love it.
I will do a menacing attack.
Beautiful.
Whilst I attack. Oh.
Oh, no, that will hit. He's a sniper. He doesn't have...
Oh.
His AC is utter piss.
Let me just... So that'd be 19 points of slashing damage.
That's amazing. He is not looking good.
Then, with my bonus action, I am going to try to push him 5 feet to knock him off this building to try and maybe knock him prone and also get a bit of fall damage.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
So athletics is a 17.
Against strength 5. So
it's just like a Spartan shield bash straight into him to knock him backwards off this elevated position.
So it's like a tree thing. He's going to fall down to the bottom underneath that with a Wilhelm scream, just as he goes.
And then
And lands on the spiky fence post.
No,
and dies.
Not that far. No.
with my last 5 feet of movement, if you will allow, I will move to the edge and jump off. And if any of those who've played Golden Axe back in the day, just do a leaping attack with my sword pointing directly down.
Okay, I like
to
that.
try and land straight into this.
Oh, love the flavour of it.
Get rid of one more attack.
That will hit. Oh.
12 slashing as I go to pierce him, but just move the sword around really quickly to slash him rather than pierce him.
Like a big chop.
It's just sliced on down.
Like a guillotine just dropping from the sky.
Love it. And Balther again, getting quite into all this now, loving everything's hitting, you're causing really juicy bits of carnage.
Yeah, and then just standing over this body, just waiting for more.
He's the sniper's still alive, barely. So he is kind of prone and twitching.
You know what? It makes perfect sense in this moment to Vanguard it up an action surge.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because I am feeling the aggression. I am angry. And so I will
Good.
use my action
Good.
surge for the first time so far, and I will.
Oh! So, Balfour, there is something about it. As you stand there, covered in the blood of your enemies, one laying twitching at your feet via your own hands. It's you almost feel like there's a electricity, like lightning, skitter over your skin just briefly. It's like a shudder up your spine, the best kind of tingles. Suddenly, like the excitement within you just like has roared to life, and it is beautiful.
And yes, I just leaned right back, and just with all the might I can muster, I just swing down as hard as I can at this enemy that's laid by my feet.
To be honest with you, that is, absolutely, that's more than enough that you needed to kill him outright.
And he aims for the neck and just decapitates, I'll say, this orc.
And you feel again that surge of victory. There is a surge of accomplishment, of joy, of delight, of reveling this thing that you've killed in front of you with your own hands.
With my free interact with object
Yes.
sort of action, can I pick the head up
Of course you can.
and throw it towards that orc?
Yep. Love it. Do you shout anything as you do it? Any guttural noises or just silently menacing?
I think it'll just be a roar.
Beautiful.
Deep, just a deep roar as he throws it and just stares at this next orc. And he'll just say, in Goldberg style, "You're next."
You.
Amazing.
And I think I've done enough for now.
I think that was awesome. So it is the Orc Chief's go next. He is standing toe to toe with Gilmert. Both of them are just hacking bloody lumps out of each other. And they both look like they're having the time of their lives. It's the brutality of two pumped up, rage-filled creatures gloriously beating each other. So the chief is going to take a couple of swings with his great axe. But none of them hit. He is swinging wildly, overcome with whatever mania is pulsing through his system. Vonrig is still just standing there staring into the abyss. Eyes little bit glazed over. He's leaning slightly, still not doing good from a health point of view, but he's in his own little world. So we move on to Hayes.
I would like to do my stealth first and then make an attack.
Yep.
So it's a 22.
Lovely.
And then I will shotgun the orc.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a 12. I
12.
don't think that will hit.
Hang
Nope.
on, that doesn't need to hit. I will use a lucky to try again.
That hits.
I'm taking my lucky dice down.
So it's 15.
Lovely.
And then,
Mm-hmm.
so obviously he knows it's come from that way, so now I'm going to use my movement.
Yes.
And I'm going to try and move away. So, 13, so I'll go there first. Got my map zoomed out of it. I can't see.
I'm so proud in Roguish, I really am.
That's a proper ninja, that.
To the ninja on the dance floor.
That's me up there then. That's
To the rest of the party. Anyone seen Hayes? Anyone?
just like at the museum, I've been fighting alongside you the whole time.
Amazing.
As for my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to bonus action hide if I'm behind this thing?
No,
Or
I'm going to say that's fine. That's big
then
cover.
pretty much nothing else I can do.
Cool.
Oh, I can bonus action dash. Hang on.
Yeah, you can bonus action dash with a rogue.
Dash and get closer to where I need to be. Because he's going to go that way looking for me. is
Can
what I'm
you
thinking.
roll me a perception?
I can.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay, as you're dashing by, you notice there are some crates stacked behind there. Just stacked there with a symbol,
Okay.
symbol that you know quite well on the side.
Yeah, instead of dashing then, instead of using my bonus action to dash, I'll just stay there and have a rummage through the crates if that's all right.
Yep, that's cool.
There's a rogue. There's the rogue.
Like, with most of the
My bonus action is to rummage.
cool. With most of the maps I make, I do make them all with intention of things I put on there most of the time. Okay, Lithia. Oh, Lithia's
what were
in
we
the
saying?
battle.
What did we say was happening with the grease area? Is it just greasy now?
It's now just grease.
It's now just grease.
Now just greasy. And so the orc next to the chief is still dazed and doing nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
If they've got the pink marker, they are still charmed. So unless someone attacks them or deliberately wakes them up, they will do nothing.
Okay, so I think to start off with my speaking action, I'm just going to call Nebula towards me, which can't reach me in one turn, but we'll say it gets to me by the end of the next turn if it's still going. And then from Prime Edition's perspective, I can see Gilmert and this Orc Chief going toe to toe.
Yes.
So Alethea is just going to step to the side so she can kind of have a better view of what's going on. And then going to be a mind sliver on the Orc Chief.
That's so sneaky. An intelligence save. He is deep into the mania. His mind is gone. All he lives for is battle. His intelligence does not exist at this moment, so he completely fails your check.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to telekinetically shove the Orc Chief into the grease.
Cool. So you're gonna migraine him first.
Didn't your bonus action call Nebula over to you?
That's a speaking action.
Oh, speaking. I thought you said bonus action. Sorry, that's my bad.
Speaking action.
Ah.
So you're gonna migraine him. What's your migraine attack?
Oh, it's just a quick wisp of the hand to then.
Yeah. What's the damage?
Throw at him. So yeah, just the 4 psychic damage, and then he needs to do.
Did it roll already?
Yeah.
Sorry, my screen's scrolled down.
So then he needs to do a strength save of DC.
Oh.
I'll write it down. 15.
Strength save of 15. Sorry, strength save was that?
Yeah.
21.
There's no point in rolling the D4 to subtract it.
No, he is a beefy boy. So that didn't work.
No. And that's everything Alethea can do.
Lovely. David, what are you going to explode now?
Round 2. No, I am going to shout in Elvish to everyone, to Balthor and Gilmont. No, Dwarvish. Sorry,
I was going to say, I don't think they speak Elvish.
Dwarvish. Close your eyes. I'm going to cast a hypnotic pattern again. I have. Oh no, you can't see that because of. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Why? Why? You're not getting caught.
Is it not in it?
You're not.
You're not.
Oh, sweet. It's fine then.
I've been really nice.
I thought it was going to be the same radius as before where it hits everybody.
No, you're
No.
just slightly.
There you go. You can see it. It'll only hit Gilmore and Balfour, but I've told them in Dwarvish to close their eyes.
Lovely.
Do they
So
close their eyes?
does it not go out to 30 feet?
It still doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm just on the edge.
That's
and so is he.
beautiful.
Just on the edge.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
If you'd have angled that a millimeter in either direction, one of the two of us would be getting got.
Oh yeah.
The chief is controlled again. Is charmed again.
Yay.
Let's do the orc at the top.
Yay.
He's charmed. The orc in the middle.
Is already charmed.
Oh, is he? He's already charmed.
He was,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I said I would roll for that, so I'm going to roll for the orc at the bottom. 2.
Yay.
Ah, okay.
And then Isaac, Dan, and Carla, are they all charmed?
They are just commoners, so I'm willing to bet they're going to be charmed. I don't even think I.
Let's just assume they are because they're locked in cages and can do nothing anyway.
I haven't got stat blocks for them. I think they're just images. Yes, so they're all charmed anyway because you're rescuing them. So of course they're going to be charmed by you.
That's fine.
Great. We're playing statues again. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't hurt the ones that don't move, guys.
That's all of them.
Exactly. If they move, hit them. If they don't move, leave them be.
Okay.
We can get out of here quickly.
But Gilmert's depot just going to keep hitting them.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you roll a persuasion on that with disadvantage? Because Gilmer is not going to stop. I don't even think he's going to hear you.
I was going to say, if he's raged as well, it's a blood loss.
So what's that, persuasion?
You know what? I am going to say no matter if you rolled a crit, he is not going to stop. You will have to physically stop him.
But you're rolling persuasion. You're rolling persuasion to stop Balfour and Tom.
Can I just retcon it so I can say in Dwarvish to just Balfour to close his eyes?
I mean, you could argue whether Gilmert would listen to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If he's raged up, he's not going to listen
No,
to me, is
okay, I'm going to roll a wisdom for Gilmert because, yeah, he's not making any rational decisions.
Bastard.
Yeah.
He's
got to be.
focused.
Fucking wisest dwarf that ever lived.
I know.
He is everybody's favouriteest guy. You all love him.
I'm gonna fucking twat it.
Okay. Anything else that you would like to do?
Can I move and position myself in
Of course
between
you
the orc and this fucking dwarf?
Yeah.
Let's go. No. Down, boy. Down. Down, boy. No.
We will probably do a strength contest when it comes around to Gilmert's turn, but you
That
do
is
have a
fine,
definite
I'm sure of it.
advantage.
That's my turn.
Tom, your turn.
Was I convinced by David to not keep attacking people?
Wow. That's a good point.
I'm trying to put this on easy mode for us.
Too late
Would
for
Tom?
that.
Yeah. I mean, just for the metrics, David, would you roll a persuasion for me? Okay. I mean, it's a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah.
What would I roll against that to not be persuaded? A charisma save?
Yeah.
An intelligence save? Am I smart enough to know that it's the right decision?
I like that flavour.
Mechanically, I'm smart enough to know because I've
You're
got
not just trusting.
a reasonably
Not trusting.
high intelligence stat, so...
Would Tom have memory of seeing this spell before? So are you smart enough to put 2 and 2 together and know not to attack people even though you have just been attacking them?
Suppose it doesn't state anywhere in it that whether you know or not that you've been affected by it, does it?
No.
But No.
Would Tom listen to David? That's the question. If Balfour told him don't attack anybody, he would definitely do whatever Balfour said.
Flip a coin.
You have done what David's told you before. Once.
I'm trying to get in the mindset of Tom.
Good luck.
I can't. I'm not stupid enough.
No. I would almost say that maybe there is a part of Tom, if you think of it another way, he's not stupid, he's just very naive.
Yeah,
he's intelligent, but not street smart. But these are people he's been travelling with.
Oh my God, Tom's autistic.
Well, you know what?
Literally.
I was going to say that there are some traits of that where he's almost too trusting maybe of the teammates around him. So he would take their word. I mean, Balfour...
I've accidentally created an autistic character.
You kind of
Well,
have.
he was literal to start with, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It was.
I'll say something that only Angela will understand. What would Jess do?
Whatever getting the most attention.
Ah.
I know, Jess.
Tom self-detonate.
See, if it was Balfour, Tom would listen, no
Immediately.
hesitation.
Like, there's always that one person that they'll do whatever they say, but everybody else, it's like, I'm going to argue with everything you say just for the sake of it.
Unless there is that point where you have fought alongside these people now, seeing all these weird horrors and odd things. Your friend is on the other side of a pile of grease and orcs.
Can I see Dan from where I am?
There's a big pile of bodies fighting and standing still in front of you. But imagine if you kind of left towards...
I am like 7 foot tall. Can I see? Yeah. Okay. Right. That resolves things. I will dash over to the cage that Dan is in and start trying to open it. I'll do a deck save to see whether or not I deck it in the grease that I put there.
Yep.
Which I probably will. It'd be against a 15 because that's my deck save.
Yep.
So.
Oh.
I fucking sprint across my own green. I power slide across my own green.
Oh, yes.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. I was going to say either that or your feet don't even look like they're moving.
Yeah.
It's so smooth.
Just straight across. No, power slide on the knees like AC/DC style, and then get up and see if I can open the cage that Dan is in.
Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you can give me a sleight of hand.
Sure.
Alethea shouldn't have been in it.
No,
Alethea
wasn't in it. But Prime Edition was.
Can I give you a thieves' tools instead of a sleight of hand?
Yeah, of course you can.
It's way better.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that affected.
There we go.
So, yep, the cage is opened.
Sweet, I freed Dan.
And
just gone, Dan!
And the other woman that's in there.
He only cares. He doesn't. He hasn't even noticed there's another person in the cage. It's just Dan, and that's it. That's it for my turn.
I love Tom. The sniper is a big pile of pate. Now Gilmert is going to try and attack the Orc Chief again. So, David, you said you were going to try and stop him.
Yes.
Now we're going to do a contested strength.
That's fine. Just straight strength?
Straight strength. Ho! Okay. So what does it look like? So what does it look like when you try and stop this dwarf?
Do you know when you're trying to stop a toddler, you
Yes.
just put your hand on their head?
Yeah.
They keep running forward. That.
Yeah.
Ooh, the condescension. Balfour's not going to be happy about that.
I mean, I'm like 7'2". This dwarf's like 4 foot. Nothing.
But Gilmert has almost not realised that you've stopped him. He is just swinging and swinging.
Let me at him.
Absolutely. He's gone full Scrappy-Doo. None of the orcs can do anything. Neither can the Orc Chief. Oh no, but it's Balthor's turn.
So I will open my eyes after David told me to shut them.
Yes.
And
And after the last turn,
It's disappeared.
I step up to this arc, but noticing this arc not moving and hearing David's voice saying, "Don't attack the ones that aren't moving," I'm going to get my 50-foot of rope out and just start loosely at first, but not like to rough up too much, but just start coiling it around the whole body of this arc and then tying it in one knot at the where tie this one up, restrain it, and have it as some kind of prisoner.
Cool.
From the man who, when we entered this room, said, "Leave none alive."
Yeah, but
I was in a bit of a mad frenzy a second ago.
he was, but the closing his eyes and hearing
Took
his
a
friends'
moment.
voices and actually listening to his friends for a second is just
A 6-second meditative state.
Well, the thing is,
grounded him for a second.
yeah, I mean, Balthor's not as deep into the frenzy as the others. Do you want to give me a sleight of hand just to make sure you're not going to crit fail and wake this thing up? Anything other than a 1, fine. That's fine.
Yay!
A 12 out of 12.
Yep, beautiful.
But yeah, I will use my full turn to tie this one up.
Cool. Everyone else is doing nothing. Hayes.
Has Tom managed to open this cage?
Has what, sorry?
Did Tom manage to open the cage?
Yeah, the cage with Dan and Carla in, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I've finished rummaging my boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have seen that he's got that one out, so I'm just going to use my movement and my dash, and I'm going to try and open this cage here.
Okay, have you finished looking in the boxes?
Yes, I spent last time looking at it, didn't I?
Okay, that's cool. So when you look in the boxes, when you look in the boxes,
Yeah.
you can see again they are stamped with the mark of the herd that you've come to know quite often now.
Yeah.
You will find 2 standard healing potions in there.
Awesome.
And some crudely lashed together arrows, but not just normal arrows. They look like they have been tipped with very thin shards from a meteor, it looks like.
Perfect. I'm taking them, obviously.
Yes. And so, yeah, if you can do me a sleight of hand to see if you can open the cage, which I'm assuming you'll be able to.
I'd like to think so.
And of course, you're tiptoeing past it.
Would it be sleight of hand? I do want my proficiency as well.
Oh, yes.
My thieves' tools.
Yes.
What do you class for your thieves' tools? It's there, but it just says question mark on it. So I don't
Dex.
know.
Dex. It's a Dex-based skill check.
19.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's like knife through butter, and the cage door opens, and he stumbles out, saying thank you.
I'll tell him he can keep the dagger. Stay away from the orcs, and I'll try and encourage him to move around, like the back of the cage, like round this side, away from everything.
So that's
I will use one.
lovely.
I've got a bonus action left, so I'm just going to use it to move around with him.
Cool.
That's it for me.
Lovely. Alithia? You're charmed.
I'm just trying to work out whether Prime Edition could still move or not.
Does it move on?
It uses a bonus action.
But
Obviously,
does it move on
I can't use the bonus action.
But does it move on
You're
your instruction?
incapacitated, so you don't have a bonus action to use.
Yeah, that is my original.
Can I ask why Lithia's incapacitated?
She sees through Prime Edition at all
That's
times.
fine. Couldn't understand the mechanics. That's fine.
It's like she's double warging it through Trailblazer
Yeah,
and Prime
that's fine.
Edition.
That's fine. I didn't take that into account.
But Prime Edition doesn't rob Alithia of her sight. It's just like picture in picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not got its own initiative and own movement. I assume I can't move it or do anything with it. So that's my turn, doing
Cool.
nothing.
It's fun, isn't it?
No,
It's fun when this
sorry.
happens.
Sorry, Craig. I didn't realise that was a thing that could happen.
How long does this spell last?
10 turns.
10 turns. A minute.
Cool. That'll be fun when that drops all of a sudden, then, won't it? Tom, your turn.
So I've freed Dan.
Yes. Hi, Tom.
I've been told not to kill anybody, so I guess Tom would spend his turn making sure Dan's okay. Is Dan okay? Does he look okay? Does he look injured? Does he look absolutely fine? Do you see the picture of health?
I mean, they look tired, hungry, stressed, a little bit bruised, but not missing any limbs. Not yet. They're all fine.
You're saying they as though I care about the woman.
I know.
Tom doesn't even remember that we were here to save a person from that house. Like, Tom was just after saving Dan. That's the sole reason he's here. So I guess Tom's action would be to go, Dan, I came to save you. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Tom. You did come to save me, didn't you? I knew you would. You always
Should we go
do.
then? Should we go then?
Oh my God, Tom's
I told you.
Poor Dan sat there going, why? Why did that happen?
Oh, fuck's sake, go away.
But I think Tom might be Dan's only friend.
I cannot wait for Jess to find these videos.
It's fine. She wouldn't understand that she's the Jess we're talking about. So
You will now.
This feels awkward now, and I don't even know. Anyway, yes, so Dan will be like, yeah, we do need to go. Is everybody else safe?
Safe is a matter of opinion, but you're safe, and that is my main priority. So let's go.
Okay, so Dan will also lead Carla out as well. Are you going to instruct them to go anywhere in particular?
I guess Tom will probably go, watch out, there's a big patch of grease over there. That was me. I did that. It went boom. It was cool.
We saw.
Let's maybe go around.
Mm-hmm.
All my friends are here as well. We can go see my friends too. Let's go around the big grease patch and see my friends.
Okay.
And then I'll head off down this way.
Give me another dex save if you're.
I'm going around the grease patch. Not through the grease patch.
Around the grease patch.
Around the grease patch.
To the eyes, not around the eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for brevity's sake, they will both follow you as well. Anything else that you would like to do?
No, because I'm still doing as I was instructed and not attacking the ones that aren't moving.
Lovely. Gilmert again is still thrashing away against David.
Wow.
I know, right? He's very into it. Are you still trying to hold him back from attacking the orcs?
Oh, hell yeah.
So do you want to do another contested strength?
Not really.
Well, he's your problem now. So, what does that look like?
I'm going to say I put him on his bum.
He slips and falls.
So
He slips and falls backwards.
So you're knocking him prone.
I am knocking him prone.
Okay.
That's a shout.
You've already knocked him prone.
I've already knocked him prone. It's just as good.
I didn't hear that. What was?
It was Angela said, "Why don't you put him over your shoulder like a fireman's lift?"
Lifted him over your shoulder.
I mean, if you want to retcon it with a with a crit fail, I'm happy for you to go with what you
I
want.
mean, no, I think knocking him prone's worse.
Okay, I'm gonna just shove it.
It's more like prime wounding.
Yes.
Is it
Getting
though?
pushed over is worse than getting picked up.
Compared to being over your shoulder with like, bed it, back on the bum.
I think I'd rather get picked up than pushed over.
Oh, I don't know.
By a big man.
Okay, so the orcs are still charmed. The orc chief is still charmed. Von is still charmed. Hayes.
Awesome. Now that he's free.
Oh, Balthor.
And
Yes,
then-
sorry, Balthor.
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry.
is it Balthor?
Hmm?
If it's me, I'm
Yes.
going to leave this orc tied up and go to my friend Alethea and just grab her by the shoulders and be like, "Wake up!"
Ah!
I feel good.
You okay?
I like that spell, but I wish you'd have given us some warning.
Did you not hear him? He said, "Close your eyes."
Not in any language I know.
I'll have to teach you that. I'll have to teach you that code word.
We
you,
learn just
Alpha.
one. Can we all each learn just one thing in Dwarvish? Like just one phrase. That's the only phrase in Dwarvish we all
Well,
know.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm just going to say to Alethea, those words he said means close your eyes in future.
Seriously, if you want to come up with some Dwarvish code words, I would love that.
Yes.
Oh my god, are we gonna
Oh my
learn the
God,
whole
you don't
language?
even have to tell Kat what you're going to say then.
No.
You just say it in Dwarvish.
You can keep
and
it
hope
secret
that
from me as well if you
everybody
want.
Oh, I'm learning a full language here.
And
Okay.
then
Klingon it
But if at
is.
any point Alistair in a session goes, I would like to say meh, 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 it's like Cat's like, okay, he's going to cast hypnotic pattern again.
Hypnotic pattern, eh?
that'll end Balthor's turn. He's just going to use his turn to stir and wake up Alethea and then keep next to Vonric for next turn.
Lovely. Okay. Haze.
Okay. Since I found interest in that stack of crates, I might just make my way over because I was seeing these as I was coming in on this stack of crates and have a little rummage. So if I use my bonus action to dash, I can get to there.
Well, you're going straight across a pile of grease. So I'm going to need a dex save.
That's fine. I'm sure I have something that when you use the dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement. So I'll use the. I'll do the.
But is grease difficult terrain? It's its own
not
thing.
difficult terrain. It's just if you move 5 feet on a grease patch, you have to do a
yeah,
dex
no,
saving throw.
I was doing it. Yeah, no, I was doing it for the slip
Yeah,
anyways. I was just making sure it wasn't half my movement.
No, and you glided across beautifully, as
So
always.
that's my bonus action, and then I would like to have a good old rummage around this one as well.
Cool. I will roll you some loot for that. Bear with. Let me just remind myself.
I now have a section on my character sheet for loot to go in.
Beautiful.
I've just added it to the bottom. I've added the arrows into it. So.
Give me loot, give me loot, give me loot.
It's called loot.
2 more potions of healing. Let's make one of those the next level up. So whatever is it?
Greater.
Greater, I think it
A
is.
greater.
And 150 gold. And a couple more of those strange arrows.
Yeah. At some point, can you let me know how many arrows altogether I've got?
Let's say 5.
5 altogether.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
And you're making a note of this on your sheet.
I will be doing. Yeah. I've just wrote it on paper and I'll add it to my sheet.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
So for my action,
Yes.
got a bonus action dash. Does that mean I can action dash as well?
Yeah.
It works in Baldur's Gate, so it should work on here.
I'm sure I've done that before, yeah.
I'm just going to move over to there and just stay hidden out of the way.
Cool. Did you tell Isaac what you were doing or where he should go, or is he just going to stay hidden behind the cage?
No, I just told him to stay out of the way until we tell him it's safe.
Cool. He's going to stay there.
I will shout him before we leave like the camp, but I don't want him coming out for then orcs to then wake up and see him. So I'm keeping him alive.
Cool. Alethea.
I've noticed an old man quivering in the corner with a little dagger shaking hand.
So Alethea's presumed that Balthor's taken the time to come and wake her up and talk to her about Dwarvish. She is going to use her awakened spellbook ritual ability to cast a spell as a ritual in normal time.
Mhm.
So she's going to cast Comprehend Languages,
Of course she is.
and then she's going to bonus action summon her quill, and she's going to start making notes on how to talk Dwarvish.
Okay. We can work
That's
on
her
that.
turn.
If you want to acquire that language, we can work on how you can do that.
And she's going to sit on Nebula's obviously arrived at this point, so sit on Nebula while she's doing that. She thinks the threat's all gone. She can see the orcs are there, but they're not doing anything. So,
and I'm sure the next time you're back at Stormholt, there will be a Dummy's Guide to Dwarvish or ABC in Dwarvish, whatever the equivalent is that I can come up with for you. Okay, so she's chilling and reading and writing and living her best life. David?
that's it.
9 rounds remaining.
Oh, there's been more than one round. There's 2 rounds left before this thing drops. And
No, this is a sec. There's
it's
8
second.
rounds remaining. Yes. Yeah, there's not much I can do except kind of keep an eye on
do that.
Gilmort. I'm going to use my speaking action to just. No, I'm too close to him. I don't want to rouse him. No, I'm just going to keep an eye on Gilmort. While he's prone, can I tie him up
Gilmort.
with my rope? Yes.
Yep, give me another strength. We'll do another strength on strength because he's going to resist with every fibre of his being.
Will he be at a disadvantage because he's prone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's wiggling like a roided up toddler, but you've been able to successfully restrain him somehow.
That's fine. Well, he's tied up in rope. That's fine. And that will be me, I believe.
Okay. Tom. Wherever Tom is. Where's Tom gone? Oh, I see him, yes. Tom is preoccupied, that's fine. Right. Okay, that's no worries. We'll come back to Tom. Let's have Dan. He's leaving. Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, Kelly was just getting a drink. She was like, "Can I just pass this to you?"
Bless. Bless him.
I mean, yeah, Tom's presumably still assuming that the party line is leave all of the things that aren't moving alone.
Mhm.
We'll just keep heading out with the 2 that he's rescued.
Cool. So this is like a
This way.
treat. Yep. So here they all follow you out. Gilmort is restrained. The orcs can't move. Balsa.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up Vonrig now. Then just shake Vonrig and just be remain calm. It's okay. We have the orcs under control. It seems. We're rescuing these people. I need you to stay calm. I'm afraid if you lose your cool, I may lose my cool also.
Vonrig's a little bit
We need
more restrained than Gilmort is, and he's been charmed twice now, so it's kind of taken the edge off him and the wind out of his sails, so he sags slightly.
We may need to get Gilmort out of here, I think.
That's very wise. He's been not in his right mind.
And then that will end. I'll use my turn to stir my action and that to stir and wake him up.
Cool. He's awake now and will follow where you need to go.
That whole conversation was in Dwarvish, while Alethea is comprehending languages and listening and taking notes.
Cool. Brilliant. It is Hayes' turn.
I am going to move up to there. And I want to basically encourage Isaac to climb over the wall. So he's on this side of it. And then just tell him to start making his way to the exit.
So he's going to climb over and around it and...
Yeah, because I don't want him walking past the orcs in case he knocks them.
Cool. Okay. He will do that slowly and carefully because he's a doddery old man.
Yeah.
Alethea. Oh, sorry. Was there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
In which case, it's Alethea's turn next.
Are these buildings?
Yes.
Presumably there's doors to go inside and...
Yep, they're just like canvas tents.
Okay, so Alethea's on Nebula right now. Obviously seeing what the area is like with Prime Edition, so she doesn't actually have to bring her head out of her books while she's scribing and writing Dwarvish down. It is the dream. So 25 and then 25. So that's Nebula getting her to that.
Does Nebula not have a fly speed of its own? Like, does it?
It's like a broom, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just thought it might boost you.
Yeah, so Nebula goes at flying speed at 50 feet.
Ah, so you just move 50 feet in it. So...
I suppose I can't really see much inside there so far, so I will just stop there for now.
Awesome.
Okay, bonus action dash to get inside. And then you
I could
go
action
Step
dash
inside.
to get inside, can't I?
action dash, yeah.
Take 5.
Yeah, happy for you to do so.
Either of them to
Yeah.
Whip for the action to whip out
Oops.
the old scribe's focus and have an investigation.
Oh, I love it. Roll me investigation then as you're there. With
With
whatever I
advantage.
gave you. Was it advantage on that?
There's an advantage, which seems really
Lovely.
heavy.
Amazing. Didn't really need it. And there's nothing of note in here. There's some stinky bedrolls, the orc equivalent of socks, something that could be cheese. Might not be cheese.
Maybe
Pick that up.
one point in its life.
Yeah,
I pick up the stinky cheese, definitely.
amazing. That's fine.
And with the action dash, it'll be to get back on to Nebula again.
Cool. So, David, how many rounds do we have of this left?
7 rounds remaining, and I still have another spell slot to use for it.
Okay. Right.
So,
Your turn, then.
with Gilmort now bound, gagged, and enjoying himself, I'm going to pick him up over the shoulder, and I'm going to just walk out
Okay.
with him.
That's fine. Is that what everybody is going to do now? Are we going to spend the next turns leaving this area?
I mean, Alethea's going to check out other places
Okay.
while she's at it. But as you know, for flying speed, it will be less than 5 turns to do all that. No
That's
mind
fine.
7.
Well, if anyone's wanting to stay and stuff, but if anyone else is leaving, so Tom, are you leaving the area?
I would assume so if that's what everybody else is doing, yeah.
Cool. Baltha.
Is going to point his sword at David and say, "Put that dwarf down."
Oh.
Speak up, princess. I can't hear you.
Struck dumb by the menacing.
Penis.
But he'll just lift his sword up and say, "Put that dwarf down."
It's for his own good.
he can walk out.
No, he can't. I can't trust him to walk out. We're trying to get out of here alive without killing too many people. He will get put down when it's safe for him to be so.
And-
Vonrig will make sure he gets out safely. You have my word.
I mean, not
Put him
to,
down, he's running, he kills himself.
I mean, not to undermine your word at all, Balthor, or your stirring argument, but he is cursing in the most guttural dwarvish you've not heard since old days, and he is trying actively to resist against his bindings.
He's been tied up, so he will be.
Mm.
Don't copy them words down, Alethea. You don't need to know those words.
Alethea can say close your eyes and 12 different dwarven swears.
Yes.
But no, it'd look at David and be like, this dishonors him. Do not carry him from the battlefield. If we must keep him bound, but allow him to walk off this battlefield on his own weight.
That's fair. But if he goes back in there, I'm knocking him out.
Vonrig,
Yeah.
take him out.
Okay. So between the two, if David, you're happy to put Gilmore
Yep.
on the ground,
Yep.
and he is actively resisting, but then at the same time he realizes he is outnumbered because he may be in a battle frenzy, but he's also not stupid. So begrudgingly, bitterly, angrily, like a child being taken away from the best party in the world ever, he is sullenly going to allow himself to be forcefully guided away from this happy, fun place.
That's fine. And as he's swearing, I'm just going to tell him in Dwarfish to just shut the fuck up.
And you're telling him, yeah, I was going to say, yeah. And Alethea,
Yeah.
of course, is making notes of all of this.
Alethea won't know what that means, though.
I mean, it's strange because we're starting to approach like late afternoon,
Yep.
early
We have-
evening.
Alethea's still under comprehend languages, right? So she understands
Oh.
everything at the minute.
And also, Alethea might be far away, but you know how sometimes there's like a slight lull and just words echoing across the breeze. So there's like a slight lull in the wildlife, and the dwarvish equivalent of just cunt just breezes across to Alethea's ears. So,
Immediately demonetized because Cat said cunt.
that's fine. Wouldn't be the first time. Anyway, where were we? That was Balthor. You were
David.
using that. I think Balthor was threatening, but
I will,
menacing.
being slightly
commanding.
slightly aggressive with that there, but and then I'm going to keep my position there, waiting for everyone else to leave, just make sure no one's left behind.
Cool. Next we have Hayes. Are you going to continue leading Isaac along with everybody else out?
Yeah. I'm going to keep on doing that.
Yes, I don't know if Ali's muted or Angela's quiet. We can't-
Sorry.
He was muted. Yes, I'm just going to continue leading everybody, leading Isaac out, but I'm staying kind of tucked away in the shadows.
Yep.
But I'm just getting him out. You see
Oh,
me?
no,
That's it. I'd probably, while making our way out, speak to him a bit and just ask him, is there anything that we need to know?
Mhm.
Is he all right? Does he know how to get home?
Yeah, he's
Who is he?
he's fine with that, and he's like, yeah, I'm looking forward to going to my nice, comfortable home. I'm sure it'll be lovely and welcoming and not covered in organ warg bodies and blood and destroyed. It'll be a lovely home to go back to.
Find a room, preferably a bathroom, shut the door, and just don't look out, and you'll get that.
I think what'll happen then is Dan will mention that he came along with Giltman Vogrig from the Stormheart and said that the people from that village had kind of been evacuated back to Nepenthe for now while others work on repairs. So He'll thank you and we'll leave and join everyone else later. Okay.
That's fine.
Um,
Sorry.
So it's a Lithian next, who's the only one still like in the orc zone.
She's just going around looking because she feels no threat at the current moment.
Lovely.
Just counting down the 6-second rounds.
That's fine.
Yeah. So up to there and same again.
Cool. Roll me another investigation with advantage. Same as before. There is nothing really in these tents. This one, if anything, smells worse. Was this a sleeping tent, or a latrine, or both?
Yummy.
Who knows?
No, that's the sex tent.
Huh? It's a what?
It's all anal all the time.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad I asked for clarification on that. It does smell slightly strange.
And then, yeah, Leaf will just be heading towards out with that.
Okay.
Right.
So how many rounds did you have left?
That's at least 6 left, I think.
Oh, is it my turn again?
5.
No, it's 6 left. 6 rounds left.
Balthor's got his hand up.
Yes, Balthor?
Alethea leaves. If Alethea is leaving, then Balthor does want to do one more thing before he leaves the Ark camp.
That's fine.
If it attacks the chieftain.
No, I'm not going to attack anybody.
Right.
Fireball.
Okay, well, let's see. Alethea, are you leaving?
Okay, Alethea's going to go to Balfour and it's like, so, you know, these orcs are just going to wake up in a few seconds. Are we just presuming they're going to stay here and not go back to Mirae? You know, the people just rescued?
I will deal with that. If you get to safety, Alethea, I have a plan.
Okay.
I will not raise my sword to any of them. You have my word.
You might lower it into their prone forms.
And yeah, Alethea will keep going. Prime Edition's going to stay.
Just to keep an eye on what's going on.
And so, if that's the case, then quickly Balthor will run to the nearest Ark.
Mm-hmm. Well,
open the bag of holding.
This one is tied up.
Yeah, but he's just going to put it over his head and get that one in the bag of holding. Run to the next Ark, do the same thing, and he's just going to put every Ark into the bag of holding.
All the alive ones, presumably, not the dead ones. Just the alive ones.
All the alive ones. So.
How many bodies can you fit in the bag of holding?
As many as you need.
I mean, I would say, what's the maximum you can hold in there? 500 pounds?
Yes.
Is it something silly like that? I've not got a lot in
Isn't
there.
Isn't it?
£500 isn't a lot. I mean, that's like 2 orcs.
It's size-wise, is it not 20 foot by 20 foot or something like that?
How
AKA
many?
the size of like 16 bodies, maybe?
How many bodies can you?
I mean,
Your
500
Google history is going to be brilliant.
£500 works out at just over 35 stone.
That's what I mean. It's 2 orcs, isn't it? There's 2 orcs.
3.
I mean, Bograd weighs like 250 on his own.
Okay.
That's Bogard, but he's an absolute machine of an orc.
But he's only a half orc. He's not even a full orc.
No, but the other half of him is giant, Graham.
So these are the words from my DM assistant. According to the rules of the bag of holding, it can hold up to £500 or 70 cubic feet of material. In terms of fitting bodies inside of it, a lot would depend on the size and weight of the bodies in questions. As a very rough estimate, an average medium humanoid probably weighs around £150, so by weight alone you could probably fit 3 or more medium bodies in a standard bag of holding. If you arrange them very effectively by Tetrising, you might be able to fit, say, 6 medium-sized bodies in 70 cubic feet of bag storage. Smaller bodies like halflings or gnomes would easily fit 10 plus given their tiny dimensions. Ogres or other larges, you'd probably be limited to 1 or 2. The bag of holding isn't meant for transporting bodies per se, but could be creatively used for such in a pinch. Just don't exceed weight limits or try to breathe in there. I love this thing. So,
Thanks, Richard.
Tetrising.
Oh, no, not too much, because they would wake up if I was manoeuvring them too much, I imagine. So I will get as many as I think is safe until it's full, and if there's any left, then I will leave the one that's tied up out of the bag of holding and just take the other ones, and then just
Okay.
leave him tied up on the ground.
Okay,
Put in
we'll,
a pinch.
we can do that.
I think we've D&D'd cat.
I mean, it's wonderfully creative. So you have a bag of holding full of corpses. Lovely.
Yep.
Soon to be corpses.
Currently full of alive orcs, soon to be full of corpses because they
Very
can't
soon.
breathe in there.
We will feed and water the orcs, don't worry.
I didn't raise my sword to a single one of
No.
them.
I mean, what with the infamous cannon in the mouth last week, and now we have a bag full of corpses.
Bag of orcs.
It's the second time I've had corpses in here. I
It
did
is
have some
true.
cultists in before, so
Yeah.
And I've also had a corpse in the bag of holding in Evelfall. as well.
Yo-yo.
Are you
Ah,
taking
very
out the cult bodies to put the
Well,
orcs
I've
one
already
in?
buried them.
Oh, you already buried them.
I buried them. Yeah,
That's
I gave them an honourable burial in the end. as such.
Amazing. Well, in that case, congratulations, I guess. I will.
Pacifist run complete.
I mean, that's something. I will happily leave it here, which kind of helps because my next question is, where are you going to go next? I have prepped several different options, so it'll be interesting to know which one you would like to take so I can make it better.
Does one include a long rest?
Well, I'd say it is mid-afternoon now. So it
Head
depends.
back, chat, rest.
Well, if you'd like to. So, what's your
Not
immediate
being
thoughts?
fantastic if I don't miss not having a long rest.
I have tiny hut if anyone needs a rest.
There's no need to boast.
You have a tiny hut.
If you want to camp
I mean,
up and whatnot, I will take watch. I don't need a rest. I'll sit and take watch.
Personally, I'd rather have a level up, but I mean,
No.
Hey,
No.
no, yeah.
I have been far too generous with those lately. I know exactly when the I know exactly when the next level up will be, and it will not be for a while.
Another 6 months left.
I know that sucks.
but then we get to
Sucks.
level 7. That's when levels start to get good.
Well,
For you, maybe. I've got my good stuff at level 6.
I've got great stuff at level 6.
We are level 6.
Exactly.
okay. So, any initial thoughts, or do you need to go and plan in your not so secret chat and let me know?
Well, I mean, it would be more secret if somebody didn't keep posting the questions in the other secret chat.
I mean, if we had
Ali's
to,
left going, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, let's face it, it's not like we have a chat, a secret chat, and several other various combinations for shits and giggles
Well, I mean,
and memes and stuff.
there's like, I mean, they can basically be deleted now. There was the original Blackblade chat plus Blackblade secret chat. They can be gotten rid of
No,
now.
no,
So we're down
never.
to.
Posterity. Posterity.
No, never delete those. We have so many chats. And I love them. More. Always more.
Exactly. Never enough.
I know where Balfour will want to head next in the world, if that's what you're asking.
Yep. Yes, please.
And that's the person who we were looking for in this spire, whose name is Alethea.
Rolian Docks.
Mm-hmm.
His hometown,
Okay.
which we learned where that was. And that would be where Balfour's thinking of heading next.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll listen to other people after he's had a rest and calms down a little.
Didn't we get given this mission in Stormhold? So do we not need to go back there first, like sort of turn in the quest, if you will, and then move on from there?
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. The question is, so the place you're thinking of is Alithian. How are you wanting to get there?
Oh yeah, because the nearest step is
Volkswagen.
the Spire, isn't
Do
it?
we have-
Oh no, there's a
Is there a
Unifra
local-
step.
Is there a Volkswagens nearby?
Not near Stormholt, no. Well, if you want to travel overland, we can travel overland.
Would Cascar, Arta, or Riser be on the way to Alithian?
Possibly. Let me.
Tascar isn't. Riser and Arta.
Now I
'Cause
will.
I will tell the party as we're resting that Magnus has told me things are happening in these villages as well.
There is a what I have. Shall I let you behind what I have prepared to give you a choice? So, if it comes to steps, I can give you the option if you want to go to the Solaris Ray step. I can work on something from the Unefra step. If you want to travel overland, there is something I can prep on the way at a village on the way. I haven't quite decided which one yet. It will just depend on which direction you're going in, to which direction it will happen in. So there is an overland way, or there's a step way. And then, of course, the encounter at Alithian itself. Have a think, have a talk, and yeah.
Overland.
Well, we are rest. Well, everybody's having a rest of this.
Yeah, let's say we can drop you back at Stormholt. You can rest. You can find whatever resources, heal.
So, while we're travelling back to Stormholt, I will pull out one of those arrows and just show the rest of the group, only one, that this is what I found.
Cool.
And let them all see it and pass it around, have a look, have a see.
And
somebody might know somebody who can get some information on it.
That's fine. From an initial view of it, Baltha, you know it's an arrow. That's about it.
Ali, roll me an investigation, please.
Are you even sure I know it's an arrow?
Alistair, Ali,
Yeah.
roll me an
Even
investigation,
Olivia.
please, on mine.
I have.
Yes.
Oh, you've not moved off your computer. Roll it on my computer for me.
17.
Oh.
Okay.
The best roll to end the night is 0.
Amazing. So you look at these arrows and you can see that they are tipped with meteor shards. It's the same strange, chaotic purple energy. It's what was the reason behind the extra necrotic damage. It's crude. It's not been worked too well. Chiseled in a hurry.
I cut my finger on the end of the arrow as I'm looking at it. 2 necrotic damage. With a nat 0 or with a 0 for investigation.
Yeah, but what I will say, it looks like they've been made in a rush, like an early prototype, maybe. And that's where I will leave it, pending a group decision after you've decided whether you want to travel by step or overland. And that's us done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, all right. Oh, hang on a minute. I realised I changed my screen for me and not anybody else. So as we were talking about places. So you are over here at Stormholt.
I Stormholt.
There we either have Solaris Ray here, the Unefra step down here, or travelling overland anywhere in between.
Why do I always think the Nepenthe's got its own step?
It's
Oh,
Stormholt has.
It does.
Oh, Stormholt has?
Yes.
Yeah. Should be have a colour on it.
So you can step well, yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
you could do. So you can step from Stormholt to the others.
Yeah.
But
I
as
look
you-
at the step major train lines.
Yeah. But as you know, the one from the Spire, that's not going well at the moment.
Scott,
so that
did
one
you
will
say,
not work.
You say Reza and Arta.
Isa and Arta. And also Cascar. Well, yeah, Cascar's out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You
Risa,
always-
an illusionist. Random people are disappearing and reappearing, and in Arta there is farmland has been tainted.
Now, I will say with those ones, there were Vanguard sent to mitigate those as well. So they are being actively managed by other members of the Vanguard.
Yeah, but not effectively, probably.
Useless.
I mean, the place we just went was being managed by members of the Vanguard, and look how that went. So.
Well, no,
That's the
them Vanguard members rushed into it. They were not assembled.
Yeah.
Do we not have any sending stones, or is there any way to get a message back to
Yeah, you can
find
send.
out what our next mission is?
You can send smoke messages.
Should we send a smoke message and let them know we've cleared this area?
Oh yeah, smoke raven
What's the next?
mechanic thing.
But if you're going back to Stormhole anyway, because you'll be escorting the survivors, Dan, Gilmer, and Vonrig, everyone back to Nepenthe there, so we can start the next session back at Stormholt if you want to check in with anybody again, and then on from there. Have a think, have a talk. Let me know. I'll carry on prepping. So
Cool.
I make that the next session will be for me the 15th. Angela, I know you said you can't do the one after, which is the 29th.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll arrange something else for that.
I might not be available on the 15th either. We may be going to celebrate Lizzie's mum's 70th
Oh.
in Salisbury. So
No
When's
worries.
that, on the 15th?
Cool. Okay, well, we can come up with a one-shot or something else.
Goblins.
Possibly.
oh, not when I'm missing again.
Well, let's have a look. If we're Everthon next week, yeah, I'll either do a Goblins or if anyone has any other ideas for a one-shot or wants to run something on the 15th, then we can come up with something.
Yes, we can.
And then if we want to carry on with the same Everthon Vanguard, Everthon, or whether we just want to push it up along one, I'm not sure. Either way, we'll
I think the best way to do that would be if Scott ends up running something on the 15th, if nobody else thinks of anything, then obviously it'd be unfair to make him do. Oh no, if Scott's unavailable.
Guys,
I got an extra calendar at Christmas, so I now have a calendar that I just literally keep all the D&D dates in, so we know who's available, who's got what days on.
But look at the bloody what.
That's February.
Nice.
So there's a big ancient green dragon for February. That's not poignant at all.
Amazing.
Well, to be fair, that was January's.
What's that?
It's everybody's favourite.
Chris Pine.
Chris, you're my Kurt.
But yeah, it is strictly now, so I know who's available when and who's not. So I now have an actual D&D calendar.
Yay!
Oh, I can't wait to
Thank
get
you.
Hex. Oh, that reminds